Hello and welcome back to Read, Play, Game. This is our second episode with Single Unique Power by Tyler Crumrine. We are going to be making characters for the world we've created. As a quick recap or overview of the world we've created in the last episode, does anyone want to describe our world? Give a quick elevator pitch for what we've established.
Well, yes. Years ago, the inhabitants of this world are not fully clear on the origins, but a meteor struck the planet that they're living on and left these shells of power. Each person, remind me. They're not like us. They're not like a shell per person. It's like anyone can get a shell and either the creature accepts you or not.
Yeah.
I think it's the material, the meteor's the material the shells are made of.
Yeah,
but like anybody can...
There are creatures that exist in the world, and if you were to encounter them or their shell, then you could get a power from them.
Yeah.
Got it. Because we had talked about like each person has a shell and you have to find your own shell, but I think we moved away from that.
I think there's like you form a connection with the shell. So I don't think it's necessarily one-to-one, but there is some kind of relationship there.
And depending on whether the creature is living, whether the shell is intact or broken and scattered, the rarity and perhaps intensity or power of the unique ability ranges.
Yeah. So we see mundane magic occurring with small shells or chipped shells, and then larger, more incredible powers happening with a more rare shell.
And our inhabitants live near bodies of water. They can be inland with streams or whatnot, but it is localized, and at some point there will be no more shells to use. So we are in this like specific pocket of time.
Awesome, and it's sort of like a what are the words we used? Mythical, fantastical, fairy tale, magical realism sort of setting. Maybe a Studio Ghibli adjacent, yeah. Cool. So now we're going to create some characters for this fantastical fairy tale world. Using the sparks that we generated in the last session. So, to start, players should gather in a circle around a surface where they can write and roll dice, which we would hypothetically be doing if we were in the same room. The player who most recently watched or read something with superpowers in it takes the first turn. Play continues clockwise order until the game ends.
Oh God. I finished A Court of Mist and Fury last night, which that they have superpowers in that. There's a book.
Does magic count as superpowers?
I'm counting
Magic the Gathering?
because
I was reading what's it called? The Frugal Wizard's Handbook for Surviving Medieval England.
That's fun. When did you finish?
I was reading it this morning.
Okay.
Was it finish or last reading?
The last one.
Are those superpowers?
Magic? We're talking about magic.
I don't think magic is superpowers.
Magic is superpower.
Because the
a
book that I
superpower
was
you train.
reading, the book that
Is
I
it
was
car?
reading, they're fairies and they each have unique powers.
Take it
And
up
let's
with
go with
Doctor
that.
Strange.
That sounds superpower to me.
But they're magic.
Bias.
The powers
I'm
are
saying
magic.
powers
Bias.
can be magical, but magical doesn't mean powers.
Because then everybody has the same ones, you're saying?
Like, are you saying Harry
Thoughts
Potter
in the
has
comments.
powers?
Thoughts in the comments.
Yes.
Yeah.
Harry
Get in the
Potter's-
comments. Get in the comments.
I'm giving us a -1 review every time we mention Harry Potter.
Okay.
Fair.
Well, people know
That's
it.
fair.
Yeah, but I refuse.
Anyway, on your
You go,
turn,
Emma.
draw a card from the...
Michael said, "You go ahead."
Okay.
Like that.
No, it's good.
Says you.
On your turn, draw a card from the pot and read its spark out loud. So, Emma, the card you will get
Yay.
is...
Can I read it out loud? Can you point to it? Appearance.
Appearance is your spark. So what we're going to do is in a physical game, you would have an index card that would have that written on it and you would turn it over. But instead, type the word appearance. Yep. And then below it, write superpower, undoing, and personality. And you can put like a colon after each one.
Personality.
So this is sort of the info about each character.
Cool.
These aspects will be filled in one at a time as character cards are passed around the table. The first line, a character's superpower, is always defined immediately after drawing a note card. With your setting in mind, consult the spark on the back of your card you drew and come up with a power related to it. Often simply combining the spark word and the word power is a good place to start. Think out loud as you brainstorm what the power might be and invite others to help if needed.
Okay.
If you're especially stumped by a spark or would like to swap it for any reason, feel free to exchange it with one of the sparks discarded during the power source phase. Do so before defining that spark's superpower. So that can be the music, clothing, or emotion.
No, I want to use this one. No problem. Appearance. The power for appearance. Shell power. The ability to, like an octopus, change your skin like texture and coloring to blend in with your surroundings.
Okay, and write that under superpower and write that in your color.
Blending in like an octopus is what I'm gonna write. Does that make sense to everybody?
Makes sense to me.
Completely.
Cool. Blending in like an octopus.
I'll also read the example just so we have that in mind as well. Arlo draws the spark tooth. They turn over their card, write superpower, undoing personality, and once 3 times, then think about what a tooth power might be. They decide feeding their coal monster lets this character eat their way through things. So after superpower, on their character card, they write the word burrowing.
Okay, so superpower, blending in like an octopus.
Also, I forgot, you're supposed to write once 3 times. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. So that is the first turn, and you've decided that our appearance character can blend in like an octopus. Play then moves clockwise to the next player, which in this case will be Tori. And Tori, you will get a card. This card is Amoeba.
Yes.
So now, Tori, what you'll do, and you don't make all of the words your color. You just make the text that you write in the one word. It can be, but yeah.
Yeah, that was my question. Should it, for like appearance, should that be Emma's color and then like
No.
Amoeba?
Emma does not, because different people will be writing on these cards.
Yeah, we're all contributing to each.
Yeah, we just want to keep track of who is the last person to do it. So, Tori, your word under the second one in the document. Do you see the one that I'm looking at? So, write under superpower in your color. Write what superpower idea you have.
So, there are 2 ways this could go. I'm thinking of Akira, where the goal of an amoeba is to consume and to grow. It's just got that, like, not even primal, just like cellular objective of, live and convert energy. So there's that one, really grotesque body horror type stuff in there. Or we could just do like an Ant-Man. This character can shrink to the size of an amoeba. I think for fantasy,
I love the first one.
First one's rocks.
Same. It's interesting. It's unique.
And like the eldritch horror that we might have to face, like, because these could be villains too, right?
Sure.
Or
They're
like
just
someone you have to
characters.
save, someone you have to cure, because like
so here's what I'm imagining. When this power is active, the user is able to manipulate somehow the cells in their body to expand, but it's maybe not always controllable and maybe not even reversible. So I will call that body expansion. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
And what's great about the sparks is that they're all sort of just inspiration for this, so it can have as much directly to do with that spark as they want, or as little. For example, this gives another one. After the tooth spark is used, Taj draws the spark mouth. Another character already has the power to eat through things, so that's off the table. They decide this character's superpower is singing so loud it wakes the dead. Taj writes necromancy after superpower on their card. So You can do literally anything. The only rule is that once a power is recorded, no future characters can have the same power because they are single and unique. Okay, next up we have Michael.
Hiya.
Your word is protein. Nope. Yes, protein. It's protein.
Why do I get a feeling this is from Emma?
It's not from me.
Not.
I was drinking a protein shake.
Oh. Fun. Duh. Hum. Protein. I don't know. I feel like the easy thing is to something with like muscles, but that's kind of like body expansion.
One
What-
can't know everything, can one?
Whoa.
Sorry, I don't know why Siri did that.
One can't know everything.
No,
Can
can one?
Jeez Louise.
Damn. Okay, muscle. How about this? Because protein helps your body, specifically protein powder, like you take to be able to like help your muscles repair themselves. So what if it's something like a regeneration?
That's cool.
I'm down with it. That rocks.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Write that down under protein.
There's a better way to say it, but like regeneration, like
Yeah.
I mean, you can just
That's a
write the word
perfect way to say it.
regeneration. Yeah.
I think we don't have to
Specify,
overestimate
yeah.
the simplicity of this game.
That's fair.
Okay, Anish. Your first word is going to be blood.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
I immediately think of like also regeneration powers, but good circulation means better oxygen, which means in my brain you can breathe underwater. So breathe underwater is mine.
I
All
like
right.
that. Like hold the oxygen in your blood.
Yep.
That makes sense.
Blood. Ooh,
Blood.
old reference. Old
Yes.
reference.
Huh?
That's a great reference, Tori.
blood.
It's not funny.
It's not funny. I used to watch that video
Ouch.
on repeat.
Yep.
What is that from?
It's the
Talk
little
about one of the
kid.
first viral videos like ever. Charlie bit my finger, obviously.
That's
Oh.
from Charlie
No,
Bit My
is that
Finger?
from the same
That's
people?
not.
Blood.
It's a
not.
different. It's a different.
It's a
video.
different kid.
What?
It's his brother. His brother had ketchup on his face, and he thought his little brother was bleeding, and he got really scared and was trying. And the dad's watching and laughing, and the kid's like, "It's not funny.
Oh.
Blood."
Blood. So funny.
Okay.
Same genre, definitely, Tori.
Now that we have
The old noodle ain't as archival as she used to be with meme references.
Now that everyone has one card, we begin rolling dice. So we go back to Emma because she was at the top.
I'm ready.
If you have one card, roll one die.
I got a 6.
Oh, interesting. After rolling the die, look at their value. Rolling the dice, look at their values, and take one of 4 actions based on the result. If you roll a 6, and only if the first 3 lines on one of your character cards are filled, name that character
That's not
and
true.
remove their card from rotation by placing it on the center in the center of the playing field. So that won't happen
Because we're
if it's
playing
your-
digitally.
No,
Well,
it's because the first 3 lines aren't filled. Only the first one is. We only have the power or the superpower done.
If the first 3 lines are not yet filled in one of your cards, treat the roll as a 1, 2, or 3 and fill in the next line on the held card. If you roll
Okay.
a 1, 2, or 3, fill in the next line on one of your held character cards.
So do I do appearance or do I do a different one?
You the only one you have can
Okay,
play is
cool.
appearance.
That's
So
what I
yeah,
thought.
you do the undoing, which
Do I need a spark for it?
no, this is still this is
Oh.
the same character. This character who blends in like an octopus, and they have that power.
So I'm just coming up with an undoing.
Yeah, let me actually overview sort of what each line means too. The second line on a character card, undoing, is something that can counter their power, diminish it, or otherwise render it useless. Think out loud as you brainstorm what a power's undoing might be, and invite others to help if needed. Arlo rolls a 1, so they'll fill in the line next to one of their cards. They still have the tooth character and decide to fill in their undoing. They're having trouble thinking what a good counter that character's burrowing power would be, though. Max suggests there being something the character can't digest. Arlo likes this idea, decides gold is the one thing their character can't eat under any circumstance, and writes gold as their undoing. So,
Cool. Blending in like an octopus. The undoing I'm going to write is human-made materials. I like the idea that it can only blend in with natural things. So, and I think this counts like a wooden house. They would be a poor blending in, like a poor estimation of a wooden house. They'd look more like a tree next to, like
Yeah. Like if it's cut wood, it would look more like a log than a.
Yeah.
Okay.
So human made materials.
I like that concept too in the context of the origin of the powers because they are natural.
Yeah. Well,
Like
kinda.
they come from like animals. They
Yeah.
come from creatures
Yeah.
that have existed.
They don't
here,
know what concrete is.
like a mollusk or something.
Like the mix of rocks is not what they're used to seeing.
Yeah. Cool. So that is your turn. Now Tori, right, is up next. Roll your die.
I rolled a 4.
A 4. Awesome. If you roll a 4, pass one of your cards to the next player in turn order. Work together to fill in the next line on the card before play advances. If it's your last card and sparks remain in the pot, draw a card and determine a new character's superpower before your next
cool.
turn. So Tori, next in line after you is Michael?
Yeah.
So you are now handing this card to Michael, and you guys collectively will decide, the two of you will decide what the undoing for this character, for this power is. I think Michael kind of gets the final say, but like it's still a collaborative
And then
thing.
you get a new
because this is
character,
Michael's
Tori.
card now, and when you write the undoing, write it in Michael's color.
My thought, like just spitballing. What if there's like there's a limit to how much like you can expand before you like pop?
Ooh.
Yes. The idea I had in the chamber was you have to consume food every 3 hours or the amoeba power will start to devour and like use your own cells for growth or whatever. But I do think that it's an unstable power, so there is a point where it's like,
I mean, it's
I
also
don't know
like
if you pop or you just get consumed by like.
No, I think I like your idea because it's so body expansion. When you say it's body expansion, it's like less traditional, like just getting bigger. It's more like kind of, I don't know what the synonym for that is, expanding. But it's like what about, okay, so you're talking about like eating stuff. The bigger you get, the more you have to eat type thing, and it's not just when you're shrinking back to regular size. It's not that you're necessarily just wearing out your powers, that your body's eating itself.
Yes, and like I was understanding the question as when are your powers not applicable? You cannot use them. And so I'm thinking, I mean, obviously, yes, there's a limit. And I'm almost thinking like if you expand, you cannot shrink again. It's like it's exponential growth for this flesh.
That's interesting. Because I'm like, I like the idea of not being able to shrink again, but it's also like, which is fun, but also like, what if it's like you have to eat yourself? Although that's kind of,
I think
if you want to shrink.
I think the body expansion of the power is kind of already like set in stone. Though there's like flexibility because the undoing can like change it a little bit, but like at the very least, that's I think the base of what Tori's idea was.
No. That's what I'm saying is like if like Tori, if what you're saying is like you expand, but then you can't shrink back down. But like to shrink back down, you have to do something like your body has to like consume itself, something like that. I don't know.
Well, I leave it to you, Chef.
I feel like you're both kind of circling around the word like unstable or self-destructive.
I think that could be it.
I don't know.
Like self-destructive, like
Self-cannibalizing.
honestly, yeah, fuck it. Self-cannibalizing.
Do I make a new one now?
Yep, you draw a new card.
Gimme.
That card will be Puffy.
Yay!
Puffy.
Okay, I'm going to say that this power can alter the levity, is that a word, of objects. So it can make things floaty almost like a balloon.
Gravity?
Yes, maybe it affects how they interact with gravity.
Yeah.
Or what do we say? Like the object is less dense than air, which allows it to float.
Ooh, density manipulation.
I think. And I don't know if I'm allowed to put limits on it. Because I'm like interested in mundane magic. No, we can't. Okay.
I think that you're
That's part of
just
the
doing
undoing.
the power. Yeah.
Okay, so levitation sort of other objects.
Sure.
Cast levitation.
And let's say they get kind of rounder and cute, kind of like a boo.
Oh, like
Oh.
Kirby.
I love that. Let's freaking go.
Cool. So now Puffy is in your possession, and you have 1 card. Now we've got Michael. You roll 2 dice because you have 2 cards, protein and amoeba.
Okay, I rolled a 3 and a 1.
Nice.
Okay, so now you can take 1 of 4 actions based on the result. 1 action can be taken per card per turn. So you're going to do something with both of your cards this turn. I think we played this wrong when we first played it because I think you only did 1 per turn. This makes a lot more sense and probably makes the game go faster. You rolled a 1 and a 3, right?
1 and a 3.
If you rolled, these are the same thing basically. So both of these are just fill in the next line on one of your held character cards. So for Amoeba, you will decide, I believe, the undoing, the personality, and for what's the other one?
Regeneration.
Protein.
Yeah, it was
Regeneration, you will decide the undoing. So let me give a you can do that in whatever order you want, but let me give a overview of personality really quick. The third line is personality. It's a character's general outlook or demeanor. A character's spark, superpower, and undoing can all be used to inspire personality. So if you want, you could use all of these words to bring together a kind of personality in your head. Lean into the information presented, like a glass spark leading into a smooth personality, or go against type for something more unexpected, like someone with a sadness powers having a cheery personality. Again, think out loud and ask for help if needed. Later in the game, Arlo passes the character card with the Tooth Spark, Burrowing, Superpower, and Gold Undoing to Aaron. So the two of them decide the personality of that character together. With Tooth being the initial spark, they decide this character is often smiling. They describe their personality as overly positive.
Gotcha. Okay. Amoeba personality. If amoeba's always like dividing and whatnot, and it's like cannibalizing, like expansion. What if it's I think it could be something akin to I don't know, manic?
Ooh, evocative. I like that word.
Okay.
Like that
yeah,
laugh.
I feel like
And that feels like it doesn't realize that it's being self-destructive. It doesn't realize that it's self-cannibalizing. That's fun.
yeah, very, very like energetic. Yeah. Okay, I think that's fun for amoeba, and then undoing for protein. Cheat days. No. If it's regeneration, I mean, there's something like, okay, so Wolverine, his main like flaw is that he was given adamantium, bones, which gives him strength, but also constantly is degrading his body, so he's constantly having to regenerate because of that, which leads to his death later on.
Spoilers.
Frickin'
Oh my
spoilers.
gosh.
I haven't
In
seen
some
Logan.
comics, I didn't say Logan. I said in some comics. Come on. Anyway, okay. So what could be a flaw? Like what prevents regeneration? I feel like it has to be something like, it can't be something like the sun. It could be like, man, I'm trying to think, because it could be. I don't want to say something. I mean, self-cannibalize. I don't want to say something like you have to eat food. Like maybe you have to drink an obscene amount of water. Maybe you always have to be. Maybe it's something like with Percy Jackson, where he has to stand in salt water.
That would make sense with shells. Something like that, like you have to.
That could, I mean, honestly, I think that could be it. Have to be around like.
I'm imagining
be
this
on dry
character
wet.
chugging salt water or something, or like having to do that in like a pinch.
Cool.
Cool.
What are those things you stuff in your nose? A neti pot?
Smelling salt? Oh, neti pot, yeah.
Just carry
Neti
that around.
pot. Salt water.
Yeah, God, bro, fucking smelling salts. Ugh.
What? Expand. Except maybe not. We don't have time in this podcast.
No, I'm just saying those things are fucking crazy.
Okay. Is it Anisha's turn?
Mm-hmm. Anish, roll a die.
Cool. I'm gonna do that. I rolled a 6.
A 6. Okay, that is, since your card only has one filled in. That just we treat it as a 1, 2, or 3. So fill in the undoing.
Awesome. I think of lead poisoning when I think of blood, so I'm gonna say lead is this character's undoing.
Nice. Classic superhero.
Does that mean that they can't breathe underwater if they're near lead?
If they're near lead, they're touching lead. If they're shot with lead, but arguably that's a worse problem to be dealing with.
Like that's their kryptonite type of thing.
My kryptonite is fucking bullets. But yeah.
Awesome. Okay.
Me?
Short and sweet. Yeah,
I
go
rolled
ahead,
2.
Emma. How many you only have 1, right?
No, I have 2.
You have 2?
I have 2 lines on my thing.
No, you only have 1 card.
Oh, it's number of cards. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Do. I got a 2. So I
A
fill
2.
in.
Yep. Fill in the next line. which
Yay.
I believe is personality.
Personality. Blending in like an octopus. Human-made materials. Paths diverge in the wood. I think this could either be a very shy individual or a very bubbly individual.
I'm actually picturing. I'm remembering your description earlier when you were alluding to like Studio Ghibli inspirations. I'm picturing that artist person that like lives in the woods, also like
Peaceful?
like I guess maybe I'm thinking of this because of the human-made materials component. Like maybe they
Oh yeah.
are living like in the woods or like isolated in
Like
a more
hermit?
natural situation. That's where my mind goes, but it could be any of it could be anything. Because
I
it
kind
is
of like hermit, especially
Yeah.
because we're talking about shells.
hermit crab.
Little crab.
Always
moment.
Yeah. No, I think that's great. Like the shells like hiding away, like withdrawing. It's fun.
Okay,
Thematic.
going with hermit,
Even.
which is more of the shy angle, more of the fits. It's which I like that some people are like at peace with their powers and then some people might not be. So like this is somebody who found a shell that really spoke to them and like was like, great, this is exactly what I needed. Thank you.
Cool. Tori, you've got 1 word currently, I believe. Go ahead and roll your die.
Puffy. Damn, another 4.
All right. Just means you get
I love sharing. I love collaborative ideas. It's the nature of theater. Yes, and
pass your card to Michael again.
Michael's collecting cards.
the
then
infinity
I'm
style.
wealthy.
I want to sort of clarify because I mentioned before that I think Michael gets the final say. I don't think that's true. I think you both get a pretty much equal say in this because this is
Yeah,
the
no,
whole point
that's-
is to
that's what
be
I was-
collaborative.
Yeah. I think. I mean, I feel like we did that last.
Yeah, you
time.
did. You did for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're doing the undoing of Puffy. Is it too on the nose to
needle.
say they're deathly afraid of needles?
Aw.
That's fun, but I wonder. They're levitating. They become smooth and round.
Yeah. What would that have to do with their power? Do you mean?
Undoing. Maybe they can only do things that's under 50 pounds. They can't do anything over 50 pounds.
Yeah. What if it's like
Michael's a,
What?
Yeah. Michael's
no, sorry.
Who's holding the card now?
No, I didn't mean it like that. I like under 50 pounds, like under a certain weight. What if also like you're talking about like the round smooth? What if they have to like there's an aversion to rough edges, rough things? I don't know.
But I hear what Emma's, or maybe it was Elle, saying. It has to be an instance they cannot use their powers, as opposed to just something they don't
like a limitation of their power.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, like.
So you were saying like they couldn't do that to a rock or something with a sharp edge.
Yeah, I don't know.
But then it's like they have to take something that's relatively smooth and just make it smoother.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Question. This might be in the superpower itself, but levitation of other objects. Can they levitate living things?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Living versus dead versus like inanimate versus animate.
I'm thinking of the frog that Fiona inflates to be big and round in the first
the
Shrek
frog
movie.
balloon.
Oh, yeah. That could be like.
Wait a second. Tori, I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure Shrek inflates the frog and Fiona inflates the snake and turns it into a balloon animal because she
You are
one ups
fact
him.
checking me this episode. Can we
I
cut
might
these
be
out,
wrong.
El?
I'm the
I might be
rules
wrong.
lawyer, but we got our freaking Shrek lawyer in here, our DreamWorks lawyer.
Yeah,
'Cause she's
Shrek
better
early
at it,
memes.
right?
Yeah, that makes sense. Anyway, okay, Michael. So we can either do only inflates things that are under 50 pounds, only inflates things that are inanimate, or some combination of them.
I feel like inanimate, like if, yeah, because I think it's like if you were going to try to inflate something living, it would like be able to fight back and like prevent you from like inflating it.
So what does that mean for the limitation of the power?
So like only non-living things.
Got it. And I'm hearing you don't like the 50-pound limit. I just like, I don't know, it seems a little to be able to inflate a car or something, and I don't even know why you'd want to.
I mean, it could be a like it could be a combination.
Great. Inanimate objects under 50 pounds will be the undoing. And now I get a new power?
Yes. Another thing about the power is that
for our listeners at home, Tori is reaching a hand out towards the camera and grasping.
Doing the grabby hands. Uppies.
This is maybe going too in depth in the power, but maybe like it could be that there's like it's proportional to like they have a limit to strength, and like the higher the item is, the harder it is, etc.
The way the collaboration works, correct me if I'm wrong, right? It's Tori and Michael can field all ideas, but ultimately it will be between them, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
And I'm not even here, so don't listen to me. I'm just the rules lawyer.
Not shutting off the collaboration. I just wanted to make sure because I think rules are helpful in like moving things along.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tori, your next word is gamer.
Yeah.
Did you put that word in there? Yeah.
Nice.
And I was like, I don't know what somebody's gonna do with this, but it could be cool.
Oops.
Oops.
Did I have the power of God and anime on my side.
Yeah.
Okay, so somebody touches a shell and is imbued with the power of 1,000 gamers. The easiest one is just they have a knack for strategizing.
Cool.
What if their like thumbs and fingers are really fast, so they're good at gaming?
Hacking,
This is pre-industrial revolution.
Oh shit! Yeah. Then it could be
They
gambling.
get a double
like
jump.
dice.
They get a double
That's
jump.
also good.
Double
That's
jump.
also great.
That's
it can be
fun.
whatever you want.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, people seem excited about double jump. We'll go for the gamer superpower gives them a double jump.
Can we?
And
Is it also wall jump?
okay, double jump, wall jump, and
like
ground
Mario.
pound. How about a ground pound?
Yeah.
Yes.
They've become
Yes.
Mario. Yeah.
I have become
and
Mario.
like they just innately have like
Pounder of
like
grounds.
what's it called? What is it? Gamer sups? What is the
I do
what
not
is
know.
that like? What is that like gamer drink
Gamer fuel.
that they have? The
Mountain Dew.
G Fuel.
G Fuel.
G Fuel.
Oh.
Which Mario is this? Is this Odyssey with a magical hat or Sunshine with like a water pack?
Jump up super high, jump into the sky.
Mario can't double jump.
No.
But Yoshi can.
Hello.
So it's still
Hello.
like it's the Mario
Gotcha.
powers.
That's,
Hello, Mario.
Hello,
very-
Mario.
I love
Hello,
gamer.
Mario.
Awesome. Let's move to Michael, who has 3 freaking cards.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, Michael, how come your mom lets you have 3 freaking cards? You know that the hot dogs? How come your mom lets you have
No.
2 hot dogs?
I got.
Okay, I'm sending it in the chat.
Thank you.
Roll 3 dice.
I rolled a 3, a 2, and a 1.
So literally, they all do the same thing. You get to decide the next thing on each of your cards. So that's protein, amoeba, and puffy.
Okay, Christ. Okay,
And
amoeba.
on amoeba, I believe you've already filled in 3, or is that on
3.
protein? Yeah. So
No, amoeba is 3.
amoeba is 3. So you're moving on to the once lines for that one. Let me describe the once lines.
The one slur.
I mean, that could be one. No, it can't.
How bad could I possibly be?
Once lines require you to finish the sentence with a statement about this character's past. These lines can be relationship insights, heroic feats, or any other sentence starting with the word once. If all once fields are full and you need to fill in the next line, create and fill a new once line. If a card reaches 10 once lines, name the character and remove it from play.
So it's
you'll
like
be writing a
once
lot of
upon
once
a time.
lines. Well, here's some example. There's an example one they give. Superpower gold, undoing gold. Superpower burrowing, undoing gold. Personality over positive. Once lived as a noble. Once ate through the wall of a bank. Once served time in prison. Once joined a revolution. Once burrowed for 24 hours straight. Once swallowed their pride. Often the most interesting answers will come as a response to or a heightening of an earlier sentence. What's more vague answers can sometimes be more fun to imagine context for than highly specific ones.
Ah.
So it could be literally anything. So like in the context of the character you've created, you could say like literally anything about what could have happened as a result of their powers, or just anything in their past unrelated. Once cut down all the thneeds. Actually, it's truffula trees that they make thneeds out of.
No.
You just
you're right.
immediately corrected yourself because you knew I was going to come in with my little Shrek didn't blow up that one.
Yeah, okay.
Don't fuck around
Okay,
when it comes to animated movies around us.
Okay, yeah, okay. I'm sorry. I messed up.
It's actually not Megamind. It's Megamind's minion.
It's actually not animated. The Lorax was real.
Okay. Jesus. I think once I'm gonna say ate a village.
Holy shit!
Okay.
Oh my
Coming
god.
in big, literally. So is this
Ate a village. So true.
okay?
I don't know. It sounds
It ain't
fun.
No, that's awesome.
It's
that
true.
rocks.
Okay.
I feel like that's like a crazy like.
We are setting
vague.
this person up to be a.
I also enjoy that this is vague because this
Redemption?
could be elaborated on in many ways.
Could be a village.
Or
of
ignored.
ants.
Has anybody mentioned who is it? Josh Gad's character who like eats dirt in
Oh yeah,
Have we mentioned that yet?
and
or
Artemis
no?
Fowl. I think that's
what
the.
it is.
God, Artemis Fowl was such a good book series growing up.
Was.
The movie is just so bad. Anyway, we're not talking about movies. Okay, protein. Personality for protein. Kinniku, that means meathead in Japanese. I think protein regeneration has to be around salt water for power to work. What's
And I like what Emma was saying, that this is a personality they had before the power even existed, so it doesn't have to necessarily be related.
Yeah, that's a good
Or
point.
it could have also developed after that.
Yeah,
though.
could be either.
I'm gonna say I don't know a good way to say it. What's another word for like? I mean, I think this is a good descriptor. Okay. I'm gonna say traditionalist,
What do you mean?
like conservative.
Oh, they're conservative.
My thinking is like, regeneration, like you've lived for a long time type thing potentially, and it's like you always return to the way you were.
Oh, yeah, interesting.
Oh, wow.
I like that.
I really like that.
That's cool. It's a cool way to take it.
And then I think for Puffy, is it Puffy?
Yeah, puppy.
Puffy, personality for Puffy. Levitation, inanimate and under 50 pounds with ease. I don't know. Lighthearted.
Fun.
Hey,
Aw, that's
Like
cute.
light.
lifts my spirits.
Uplifting.
Is Michael,
Uplifting.
is Michael the only one with multiple words?
Yes.
Yes.
Michael, you got a roll of 4.
I'm what?
Just
Oh,
lie
don't.
next time and say you rolled a 4.
Michael.
Don't lie. Don't lie.
Of the poor man.
Tori, what was the word that you drew last time?
Gamer.
Gamer, that's right.
I'm sorry, Tori. I'm sorry, Tori. 50 pounds is 50 pounds is cool.
I don't, Michael, you were just thinking when you said that. I think we're all just dogging you.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
good.
I thought it had
You're
a bit
good.
of a like,
No, it wasn't. It wasn't that at all. I was just sorry. I was like processing stuff. It wasn't intended like that.
it was like Larry David, like,
Yes.
Or it's like, that gif of that one girl who's like,
This is great for podcast listeners.
No, you have
Yeah,
to
we're
send it
cutting
out. I
all
don't
this
know what
out.
you. Oh, with
The
the
blonde-
kombucha.
the blonde.
Yeah.
I think maybe.
Cutting it
No,
out.
the other one.
I don't know.
It's like a
what-
more recent, it's like a TikTok person.
I know.
Anyway,
I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Oh, is
Oh.
that Brittany Broski?
I don't know who
Who
that
tastes
is.
the kombucha and is like, no. What?
No, not that one.
No.
Not that one.
All right, never mind.
Anyway,
A's turn.
Emma's turn.
No.
Emma's turn?
No, wait, Anisha's turn. You're right. Sorry, I thought you said Emma.
A.
Okay, let's roll. 1d6. I rolled a 5.
Excellent. If you roll a 5, pass one of your cards to the previous player and turn around.
What the fuck?
Was that
I was-
Michael?
I was like, I was like,
So-
I'm collecting the Infinity Stones, y'all.
Okay,
That's
so
like, what the fuck? Why?
so I'm gonna work with Michael to fill in the next line, which I believe is personality for this breathing underwater guy.
Blood guy,
If it's my
yeah.
last card and sparks remain in the pot, draw a new card. Cool.
Yep.
So Michael, the thought I had with this blood guy was a personality that's greedy and resentful.
I dig it, King.
Here's why I think that might be the case. If you pick up a small shell, right, and you get this lame power to breathe underwater, right, and maybe you wanted this, like, you wanted like something big, like being able to like cast spells with your mind. I imagine like somebody who always dove underwater looking for the best shells.
Mm.
And then their power is diving
It's
underwater.
diving underwater for more. No,
That's funny.
genuinely, like that leads to a
Yeah,
lot
that's
of
so
resentment.
I
That's
love that.
smart.
Like,
yeah.
Damn it.
Aren't you a smarty?
But Michael, I would love for you to add a spin to that. Or
Okay, so you said greedy, resentful. There's another word that I'm thinking of. What is it? Like specifically, another word.
maybe
for
a word.
greedy.
And you know how
Spiteful.
spiteful.
Covetous.
And it doesn't have to be. I think personality can encompass like jobs too. Like we mentioned hermit, and that's pretty evocative in terms of thing. Do you have an idea for?
I have an idea.
Yeah.
So, okay, breathe underwater, you're saying like maybe they were, someone who like dove and like tried to find all the things. So like greedy, spiteful, and they're like, what is it called when you're like possessive even, like they're like, oh, like I got this bad power. Now I'm just going to keep all these other shells for myself to prevent people from getting them.
Oh, so a greedy and resentful shell salesman.
Not even a salesman, like I'm saying
Hoarder.
necessarily, but like,
Hoarder.
Oh,
like a
greedy,
hoarder.
I can see this being like a
greedy,
main
resentful
antagonist.
hoarder.
Porter, here's
Yeah.
a who.
I like that. Can we write down
Like a
greedy,
dragon.
resentful?
You can write down whatever you want, yeah.
I mean, Michael, you have the final say on how you phrase it, but greedy,
Yeah,
resentful.
I think greedy,
hoarder?
resentful hoarder.
Awesome. And then now that we're done with that, I draw a new card? Question mark?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
So your card will be Rubble.
Rubble. I think rubble. I think destroyed buildings. But I also think within rubble, something growing. So I'd love to spin it towards something positive. What if this power? Yeah, I'm just gonna say it. The thought in my mind. What if the superpower was to create affordable housing?
Oh yeah.
Literally, imagine creating like shell houses. Like you can create large shells in which people can live.
Like sedimentary rock, kind of, where it's like the shells are compact together and that makes like a sturdy building material.
I just mean like literally it's like you build buildings.
Yeah,
like
structures.
Lego Star Wars, where you're like,
Yes.
"Vroom," and then they build.
Yes, exactly. And I think this is like a really good power.
Cool.
Yeah,
Like a
Yeah,
very
no, I
rare
like
one.
that a
go
lot.
out of business, get some money with this, or if you
They're just
Kinda like-
colorful.
like if-
person.
If there's a hurricane or something, you can like easily
Yeah.
rebuild the buildings.
Cool. Sounds good. Great.
Also, just while we're on Rebel, Rebel is the name of one of the dogs from Paw Patrol.
Another
Thank you.
animated.
Needed
yes.
to know
The
that.
construction worker.
Thank you to our animated historian.
I knew that because I
don't
worked at
know
Build a
that
Bear.
much. Yeah.
Tori got me a Build-A-Bear for my birthday a few years ago.
We
That's
built
sweet.
it together, yes.
Just like
Michael
this
and
game.
his widow Belle.
Whoa, this game is
My
like
widow
Build-A-Power.
Belle. Hey.
All right, next up is Emma. Roll a die.
I got a 6. Oh,
Hey.
Again.
Oh, does that mean it's
I
completed?
get to name it.
The naming of
I think.
Only
right?
if the first 3 lines on
They
one
are.
are filled. Okay.
So, name that character and remove their card from rotation by placing it in the center of the playing field.
Excellent.
Oh.
And then if it's your last card, you get a new one too. Do you have a name for him?
Sarah. That's it.
Huh.
Ha!
Sarah.
Sarah's
Is it,
my. I
is
love.
it supposed to be a superhero name? I think she just lives in the woods
Sarah. Wait, does she
With
have
an
a
H
title?
or an
Like,
A?
She's a
with a H.
Here, okay. If the condition is met, first give the character a name, then count the number of lines filled in on the card, mark both the name and the number of lines somewhere on the card. Remove the card from rotation. Here's the
So it's
example.
got a 3.
Both character cards, Max rolls a 6 on this guy. Max decides to remove the tooth character from play, capping the number of details that can be added to the card. They write a name for the character and note the number of lines filled in. Jonathan Tusk the second at the top of the card and add it to the stack.
No,
that's
that's
2.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. They just used the Roman numerals.
It's I
Or
think
that's 11. Dang.
So this is 3. Sarah 3.
Cool.
Sarah the cephalopod.
No. She's a lady.
Cephalopod Sarah.
Do y'all know the term for a group of octopi?
Do they live
Pod.
in groups?
Pod.
It's actually
Podcast.
a consortium or consortium,
Oh,
depending
yeah.
on how you pronounce it. A consortium of octopi.
Okay.
Don't you fact check it, Emma. Let me have
No,
this.
I'm not fact checking it. I'm checking how often they
I'm
live
on
in
edge.
groups. Okay, yeah.
Tori
they're-
can't say nothing no more.
Well, I like
Me like Googling it
freaking-
before.
Hey Tori, if you
mob.
say anything else, I'm gonna take your next card too.
Oh my god.
Probably will. You probably will.
That's so sad.
This
All
is
right,
actually
Emma,
a
your next
card
word.
collecting game.
You're absolutely right that a group of
It is called
octopi
consortium.
are called a consortium. It's more there's very rarely groups of octopi.
You know,
the
But when
consortium.
they
I
do
also-
get together, it's cool as hell.
Yeah.
you know what a group of sharks is called?
Shiver.
Yeah. Isn't that weird?
Do you train, Tori? Do you look up groups of animals
should
on
compete.
Wikipedia?
What's a group of seahorses called?
I don't know. That one I don't know.
Uh,
A giggle.
Ooh, that'd be good.
is
Emma,
Well,
do you,
it's no, go.
Emma, do you want your word?
yeah, I want my word.
Well, hold on.
Flower.
What was it?
Wait, we need to find out.
It's called a herd.
Oh.
Like horses.
Yeah.
What is a
Okay.
herd of flowers called?
A bed probably.
Oh, your word
Flower
was
bed.
flower.
Yeah, my word was flower.
A bouquet? A bunch?
Oh, I was thinking
A
if
bed.
they were alive, they would be bed.
Oh, a bed.
So that's
Then it's bed.
flower. A superpower. Superpower for flower.
Also, remember at any time if you don't want to use your word, you can use anything from the discard, being music, clothing,
Oh.
and emotion, if you like. Just on this part.
Okay, I'm gonna do a little world breaking, if that's okay with everyone. I think that flower, the flower spark person, has a superpower in that they can awake powers in other people. So like, I don't know if they carry a bag of shells with them around and they just know when somebody needs a shell, but they can awaken powers in other people.
Gorgeous.
I like that.
So I'm writing awaken others powers.
I mean, yeah, there you go. Cool. Sounds good. Tori.
No
how
four, no
many
four, no
cards
four.
do you have? You have one, right?
Yes.
We all have one.
It's a 1.
A 1. All right.
You
Okay.
get to keep your card.
Fill in another
Um,
detail on the gamer.
So the undoing for the gamer, they cannot use their double jump, wall, ground pound.
If you touch them, they die, like Mario.
No.
If you touch them on the head.
I'm gonna say they cannot stop moving
Oh my
Oh!
god.
because you
Damn,
cannot
like a-
pause a live game.
Whoa. It's a
Ah.
multiplayer
Kinda like-
game. It's an MMO.
Kind of like a shark. A shark
Yes.
sleeps while moving, right?
Have to
Yeah.
stay in
Crazy.
motion.
I wonder if they sleep in like the ocean. So they're always moving.
Mm.
I'm gonna say like their body has to be moving, not just they're in motion.
Oh, that's
So do they not
terrifying.
sleep?
That's a good question. Well, they have their G fuel, so that helps them stay up. Maybe I'm trying to think of some kind of sleeping apparatus that you could also be like not a treadmill, but Okay, here's what I'm thinking. We have reflexes. So when they want to sleep, they've got some kind of machine that, if you hit your knee, it kicks out. And that's
Yeah.
technically a movement. I'm going to say when they try to sleep, they'll have some kind of, one of those birds that dips into the water.
Yeah.
Something to that effect.
Yeah.
Or they have to have somebody watching over them when they sleep to make sure that they're moving enough.
There's always an inevitability when you talk about superhero genres that I find fascinating, and almost every superhero narrative involves the body in some way or the other, and in many ways, like the body can work against you. So I mean, like this can be like adjacent to a horrifying reality for some people in the world, which is really unfortunate. But what's interesting about the world after that is you have to make it accessible in some way or fashion. I think that it seems like a terrifying reality. Like it really does.
This is Temple Run.
This is what gamers have to live every day.
Wait, did we already say that it's Temple Run?
No.
You
That's
just said
Temple
it.
Run.
The most oppressed group of all, gamers.
But like
Gamer.
what happens if they stop moving? Their powers don't work?
I think it's literally like their heart rate has to be above a certain beats per minute.
Okay.
And in order to keep their circulation moving, they just have to be moving some part of their body.
Can I veto that? That sounds like a terrifying reality.
If that's something you're uncomfortable with, I can change it. But
I am uncomfortable with it. Simply
okay,
because
then I'm gonna
if the powers are something that like help somebody, sure. Or maybe there's like a sort of side effect to it, but like I cannot imagine like always keeping your heart rate above.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so they cannot use their double jump, wall jump, ground pound if
I mean, you could still do something maybe movement related, but maybe not as restrictive. I don't know.
They have to warm up for it. Like it doesn't just happen. I don't know.
that's a good idea, sure. They can't do it
Yeah.
unless they stretched beforehand.
Or like they get their heart rate above a certain point and then they can.
Or it's like they're either not in motion or they're like running. Like there's no like in between. Like they have to go like full or like kind of like a computer, it's like either a 0 or a 1. There's no like scale.
Binary.
Yeah.
Binary,
I don't mean to throw your complete idea off, but I'd love to create a world that's like not condemning people to a terrible reality. Because I think we established before that like these are viewed as gifts.
Except for the amoeba.
Amoeba's also a little crazy. But I feel
mean,
like
in that way, it could be that sometimes, well, I guess they are viewed as gifts, but are you saying that in the case of the amoeba, the amoeba should be a much more rare situation?
I'm personally not against the narrative of like I think villains definitely are created when like powers work against them. Like that's such a trope in a lot of superhero stuff. I just feel super uncomfortable with the heartbeat thing because like wow,
Sure.
like I cannot fathom that.
Great. Okay, so the undoing is they don't have like a medium jump. If they're jumping, it will take them, that extra like 3 feet or whatever it is. No way of moderating it. And
Yeah,
with
I think
that,
I think
Michael,
no
I send
moderation
it
is
to
good.
your absolute herd of 4 cards.
Fucking Christ.
So yeah, when you have 4 cards, the dice number caps off at 3 because
so I just
Tyler
rolled 3.
didn't anticipate someone being quite as wealthy as you, Michael. So no, just kidding.
Well,
It's probably just
I rolled 4 die.
well,
Yeah, you're supposed to roll
reroll
3.
reroll as 3.
Then what do I do with the 4th?
Nothing.
Don't roll it.
Nothing.
Oh yeah. You just can't. You don't do anything with. You only get to pick 3 of your cards this turn.
3d6.
Yeah.
I rolled a 6, a 6, and a 3.
Cool. Also, before we go in, how we doing? I know that like it's good to have like boundaries and stuff like that in setting, but I know it can feel like awkward. So how we all feeling emotionally? Are we good, bad? Any concerns that we want to bring up?
I'm good, but like I'm like realizing like damn, like superhero stories are like so much more like metal than I thought. Cause like God, I'm like in hyper empathy mode right now. Like I cannot fathom that reality.
Bro, have you read have you read a lot of any like Spider-Man comics?
No.
Dude, fucking every single Spider-Man comic is the worst. Like literally there's like one where Mary Jane travels to an alternate universe and then he wastes his entire life trying to like get back to save her, and turns out she's like totally forgotten him. Like every single Spider-Man like story is the most depressing. Like this is not like degrading anything. This is just like the writers of Spider-Man fucking hate him, and it makes me so mad because like every story of Spider-Man is just like him getting like kicked his ass like so much. There's no happy Spider-Man. It makes me sad.
I would just like add that if you're not feeling comfortable with it, I don't even need to know why. You can just say, I draw a line there, and that's great, done. You know what I mean?
Cool.
That you don't have to justify your discomfort. A line's a line, and that's, you know what
I
I
just
mean?
find it fascinating, yeah.
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 But yeah. The
Cool.
amoeba thing, I'm trying to think. The amoeba thing does feel like a villain thing. And it's kind of terrifying. But I'm surprisingly okay with it for some reason. Maybe because
you never know. It just manifests. However, Emma, did you have something you were going to say?
Yes.
I think usually when there's like I'm thinking about now Wolverine with the regeneration. I think that's a similar horror aspect of like his body's constantly fixing itself.
Yeah, because with the adamantium, like it's because he's like captured and tortured, and like this stuff is like put inside of his body, and because adamantium is toxic, he's constantly like degenerating but like regenerating. Ugh.
Yeah.
But given that this creator is also theater, the whole reason I'm even thinking about that is because when you do like intimacy choreography, that's just one of the like tenets.
Yeah.
Is like if you have a boundary, you
Yeah.
have a boundary. We don't need a justification, a reason.
Yeah.
You don't have to explain it, and then it can take the pressure off somebody having to feel like I have to go
Yeah.
into why I don't
Yeah,
want to
yeah,
be.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So yes, and so thank you for voicing your comfort
Yeah.
level and giving our users a example of what that looks like in gameplay.
Cool. Awesome. So unless there's any other thoughts, moving on. Cool. All right. Did
Are
you
we
roll
still
your?
waiting for Michael to roll?
Did you roll your 3?
No, I
dice,
rolled.
Oh
Michael?
my God.
I said what my rolls were. 6,
Oh,
6,
yeah, you
3.
did. 6, 6, 3. Okay, sorry. So
I was about to have many fewer.
yeah,
cards.
we're Michael's just getting rid of. Well, he's not donating them to anyone, but he's
protein.
I think I'll end amoeba and protein.
Yeah, so you can distribute these as you like.
Village.
Yeah. Wait. Let me look at the rules again.
So you-
6 is
You name
remove
them.
that card. Name the character. Remove the card. Okay. Cool. I'll say amoeba. I feel like a K, like a Kevin. Kevin's a silly name. Kermit.
And also, you can keep in mind the setting if that isn't like if you want more fantasy style names or anything like that. And also, you can do a first name and last name. I think Emma just didn't want
Her
to.
name's Sarah, yeah.
Um,
She lives in the woods.
Hell, you could do a middle name. You could do an alias. Who cares?
I like Kermit. I think Kermit's funny.
Is he a frog?
Kermit the amoeba.
I don't know.
I'm
Kermit's
okay.
just a
What are the numbers?
That's the number of lines that they have. Superpower, undoing, personality, once.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. It'll be
Um,
relevant.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Oh.
Ooh.
Wait, so which ones? It's blood, protein, puffy. So I choose between these.
And Michael, you don't want a last name for Kermit. It's okay that you don't, but you don't want to give him a last name. You don't have to. Okay, the frog.
Kermit
The
the
frog.
Frog.
Okay.
The cow.
Damn it. Qubz.
Frawg.
Okay, so let me see. Protein, blood, puffy. Oh my god. Which one?
Which one are you completing?
Yeah, that's the question. Because I don't know which ones.
Would Michael be able to use the 3 and then the 6? So you could add a third line and then send it, or no?
You can only do one per card.
Ah,
okay.
thank you.
Is
good
Puffy
correction.
at 3 or just at 2?
Puffy's at 3, I believe.
Puffy's
Okay.
at 3. They're
So
all
you
at 3.
have to-
So you can choose any of these.
Yeah. Intimate. I'm gonna end. Hold on. How do you spell poutine?
What?
Poutine.
Who are you naming this?
It's got to be Puffy, right? Yeah.
I feel like puffy poutine. I don't know why I'm going for random words.
Can I pitch an addition?
Yes.
Just Mama Poutine.
Mama
I like that.
Poutine.
I feel like she's a caregiver in some way. I don't know.
No,
why.
I dig that. I like that a lot. Mama poutine, that's fun. Yeah, like picking up foods and stuff and
Yeah.
like serving things. Yeah. I like that a lot. And then blood or protein. I feel like I'm interested in continuing Blood's story right now, so I'm gonna say blood. Once. Oh, I have an idea. Destroyed. I'm gonna say blood once destroyed shells.
Ooh,
Just like found one and destroyed it. That's great.
that's good.
That
Mm.
fits.
Is Michael the only person who's written one statement at this point?
Yes.
Well, yes.
Oh my god, yeah.
That's so funny. Okay. All right, moving on.
Go ahead,
to,
A. Roll that
do
5.
reactions,
Send another
yeah.
to Michael.
I don't want this. It's too
Michael,
much. This is too
There's
much to
another
think
coming
about.
your way. Order up.
Did you,
You
roll
rolled
a
a 5?
5?
No, I rolled a 6.
Okay. I was
Yay.
like, oh my gosh.
We're rolling a lot of 6s. We're really getting rid of who? What do you have? You have Rebel. Okay. you're
Well,
just going
I mean-
doing-
Yeah,
The
just adding one.
shell person who has the ability to create houses. Their undoing, I think, is they are limited by resources. They need tons of shell parts to do it, right? It's almost like a material component to their magic. So take away their shells and like they're a sitting duck. So I
Just
imagine
like
they just
Lego
walk with a
Star Wars.
bag of shells everywhere. Ooh,
Is this
BFF?
like Fortnite?
It's just like Fortnite. by
I
the
don't
way.
play Fortnite. Is this like Fortnite?
I don't.
This
think
is
so.
Because
Fortnite.
you build. Don't you need materials to
Oh
build?
yeah,
You
that's
do
fair.
need materials.
We like
to build.
Fortnite. We like Fortnite.
When you end a card, do you get a new card, or is that only if you don't have any other ones?
Only if you don't have any other
Okay.
cards. Yeah.
Whew.
I
I was
All
like,
right.
did we miss a big step?
Oh yeah, I get 2 more cards.
You don't.
Anish, that's your turn, right?
Mhm.
Cool. Emma, roll your die.
I got a 4.
4. All right, you're passing it to Tori.
Yay.
So
Tori.
you and Tori are going to come up with the undoing for the flower.
Yeah, what do we think?
When can they not awaken others' powers? What if it's a limitation like they have to be face to face?
I like that. I might add to that it has to be consensual, like face to face, and like a gift
They
that you're
can't
giving to
bestow
someone,
it.
they have to receive it. They have to say
Got it.
yes, I'll do that.
Ooh, maybe the advantage. I'm not part of this, but it's more of a question. Does the flower person know what power they're bestowing?
Ooh, I don't know.
I don't know either. Could
I
be
don't
interesting.
think so. I think it's more like this person also collects shells and can just feel when someone needs one.
It's more of a. That's the power. It's a draw.
Yeah. But I
Hmm.
like face to face.
This feels like a very good foil to
Yeah.
the
Blood.
The
Yeah.
Because
blood
can you
guy.
imagine you collected shells just like because you liked them, and then all of a sudden you feel this thing of like, oh, I have
Aw.
to connect people with it. Face to face
I love
and
that.
agreed upon.
Sought out even. I
You
don't
know
know.
Yeah.
what we should do? We should put on our list. We should put masks on our list and play in this setting.
I was thinking that.
I've always wanted to do that with this
And Tori-
game and Mask.
This one belongs to you now, right? So blue.
Mm.
Yes, and then you get a new card. I will roll.
Oh.
I could see this being fun with actual pieces of paper, like
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
reveal
pass them
and-
around.
muscle,
Mhm.
Muscle
Oh,
spelled like muscles,
like muscles, like for
like arms.
yeah.
Okay. Single unique power.
I mean, they could have gotten it from a muscle.
That's true. I think that is true. Muscle. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the other ones. Levitation, double jump, create houses, awaken other muscle.
We got
I
protein
wanna
and
use
muscle.
this more as a verb for the spark, like muscle, like muscle your way into something.
Yeah.
Could it be like a power of suggestion?
That's what I was thinking, but I don't want it to be gross, you know? Like a charisma power or something.
Yeah, that's Jessica Jones.
Or yeah, that's like I don't
Purple guy.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Did you say purple guy?
Yeah, purple guy from Jessica Jones.
Oh,
I thought you were
Not
Five
FNAF.
Nights.
Not FNAF.
No, it is funny. I knew you would think FNAF, but it's purple guy, which is weird. Like
I
in
knew
the
you would
comic,
think
he's purple.
FNAF.
I knew you would think that. Who do you think you are? I am.
I'm gonna say no, I don't want it to be gross. I don't
I mean, in its undoing, that can have a limitation that shows up later.
yeah, but I might just pivot.
Okay.
Are you open to pitches?
Yeah.
It could be like a part of the body that doesn't usually have muscles does. Like you can lift things with your hair or something to that effect.
That's pretty cool. I like that. Yes. What's the no, you know what it is? What's the strongest muscle of the body?
The tongue.
Skin?
Tongue.
The tongue. I don't know
Oh.
if that's true or if it's just something someone says. Tongue extension and power.
Yes.
Froppy.
like a chameleon, but more
Yeah.
so. There we
Frog.
go. Send it.
The strongest muscle in the human body is the masseter.
Those are
That's
cheeks.
so you're-
the mouth.
Your jaw.
You should
Yeah.
see what a gorilla's master muscles look like.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm gonna look that up now.
Don't.
Tori, your turn. Roll your.
And I just
you have
have-
two. Roll 2 dice.
I have two
Damn.
now. That's right.
Gamer and flower.
Okay, so we've got a 6
Mm-hmm.
and a 4.
So one of these are given to Michael, and the gamer
And
and,
the other
flower.
you're moving forward with personality.
Well, I don't think either of them. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you're
moving
right.
forward with personality.
Okay.
Who are you keeping?
I am gonna keep flower. I'm gonna send gamer to Michael. And
Gamers, rise up.
for flower, I actually am gonna make the personality, I think, standoffish and grouchy and like kind of like
Aw.
whatever. And then the only thing that cracks their like hard exterior is like
Aw,
being somebody who really needs this gift that they have. So
I love
I like
that.
that.
That's cute.
That's nice.
they're like shy, grouchy, standoffish, but they're not mean.
Mhm.
They just are very like
Like a
keep to
little
themselves.
awkward.
Akko taco.
I love that.
And then Michael and Tori, what you guys doing for gamer?
Gamer.
Gamer.
Personality.
Personality.
Oh, okay. So,
That's tough. That's hot.
We don't have anybody who's like really like confident and showboaty, do we?
I don't think so.
I could see that. Like if I could, because if you can double jump, I know you can pull off like a front flip, back flip. Like
Yeah.
I'd be pulling that out all the time.
And
Yeah,
I mean,
arrogant.
and if they have no way of moderating it, then they probably might have extreme like.
Oh.
So I mean, I don't know. That's my vote.
Yeah, like arrogant.
Standoffish.
Yeah, I feel like arrogant.
Oh wait, never mind.
I already used standoffish. Arrogant slash.
Confident,
Like daredevil.
brave, like proud of their ability.
Extreme.
Yeah.
Cocky.
Cocky.
I feel like
yeah.
arrogant, cocky, brazen, brash.
Great.
Cool. Michael, roll your 3 dice, and Tori, you don't get a
Fucking
new one.
I rolled a 3, a 2, and a 6.
All right.
These are all ones.
So,
Yeah.
well, I could close off. I also close off one.
Oh, because 6. Sorry.
Yeah, because
3,
6.
2, and 6.
Damn. I feel like
Protein, blood, and gamer.
protein, blood, and gamer. 3, 2, 6.
The 3
feel
tenets
like-
of life.
I feel like I want to add more to blood, I think. Well, or maybe I want to close off blood. I'm gonna add more to blood. I'm add more. Once. I feel like blood. Okay, destroyed shells, greedy, resentful hoarder. What do y'all think? Or maybe I could just close them off.
I mean, we can give some suggestions, but at the end of the day,
Yeah.
it is really you.
I know. I think right now
And-
you're trying to think of it all at once. You just do
Yeah.
do one at a time, and then you'll.
Yeah,
kinda
you do
That's
have a
yeah. I
lot.
think that's the tough thing is I'm trying to think of like 3 things at the same time. That's what's been kind of throwing me off.
Yeah, do something small.
Destroyed shells, greedy, resentful hoarder.
You could be like, likes classical music. I don't know.
once liked classical music, not anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a concept of
I
classical
don't
music.
know.
Maybe it's something to do with each personality trait. We see he's resentful through the destroyed shells. How is he greedy and how is he a hoarder as well?
Or the opposite. Maybe there was a time like, let's
Oh
see
yeah,
it.
and think out loud, Michael.
He's writing.
Yeah, but
Oh.
Yeah, once
podcast.
stole
true.
food because he had nothing, kind of like Jean Valjean from Les Mis, like he's from kind of a more destitute, desperate background.
Which is why he was so desperate to find one of these shells and change everything.
Oh my god.
Wow,
And then
this is
nothing-
tragic.
We are witnessing a villain being,
Yeah.
oh, that's tragic.
And I love that the villain is like his ability is just breathe underwater. Like I feel like that is not at all a menacing
Well,
villain.
that's a world building thing because normally that would not be menacing at all. But he can go to the depths of the ocean
That's
and
true.
find the meteor.
That's so true.
Like he could do anything.
He might.
Dang,
Ooh. Yeah, we're definitely playing like a one shot at least in this world.
We have to.
Yeah. I think yeah, no, blood is I dig it. Okay.
Masks.
Okay, protein or gamer. I think I'm kind of tired of protein. I'm going to close off protein.
Sick of it.
Sick.
I mean, like, I don't know. What else would I could add more stuff about
Get
like
outta
regeneration. So I think protein, we're going to say Buffy.
Buffy.
Hey.
Buffy,
The shell slayer.
Bess Buffy.
Ooh, I like that. Best Buffy.
I like that.
Bess Buffy. Like Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
And
okay, so we got
what does Best Buffy do?
Bess
Regenerates.
Buffy regenerates.
And has been around for a very long time.
Yeah,
Ah,
she's been around a while.
the
Her
conservative.
personality, yes.
Yeah. I imagine her as like a farmer, or something. I don't know. And then gamers. Okay. Once arrogant, cocky, brash. Double jump, wall jump, ground pound, no in between. You know what? Jumped over a volcano.
Holy.
Yes. Okay.
That is
I
just
think
like
that's fun.
Mario.
True.
Yeah.
That's true.
I love it.
Oh my gosh, Bowser's shell.
Mm.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
This whole time.
Anish time.
Anish time. Let me
All
roll.
right, how many things you got, Anish? One?
Is it just rubble?
Yeah.
So I rolled a 5. What does that mean?
Is that passing it to Michael?
No!
Passing it to Michael.
Why? Why? I have. Oh my
I
god!
actually didn't notice in this subsection that Tyler actually wrote that if Michael plays this, he gets all the cards automatically.
Look, I don't want this many cards. There's too many things.
It is a
It's
lot.
fun, Michael.
It's
You'll
like
be
daunting. That's why
okay.
I'm like, okay, I'll be fine.
We trust you.
Michael, I also love collaborating with you. You have some awesome ideas. So
I love collaborating with you.
so let us determine I can't find where in the rules
Yeah,
we
you
do
just
next?
collectively come up with the next thing.
personality. Then.
Yeah. It's Rebel? Okay.
This is the person who creates shell-themed houses and needs shells to do it.
Yeah.
I'd love to hear your pitch first.
Okay, so they need shells.
Or do you feel
I feel-
tired from thinking too
No,
much?
no. No, I'm good. Okay, creates houses, needs shells. I feel like, okay, what kind of person? So it's like, you know, their like powers, they can like create things essentially. What kind of person? And I think I like a magnanimous kind of thing.
What does that mean?
Magnanimous giving.
Okay,
like,
a
you
generous
know,
person.
Yeah, generous. Yeah.
Interesting.
What's? Yeah. What do you think?
I think this is like the first like hero we
Yeah.
we have like
Mhm.
somebody who is selfless.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if like the power specifically creating houses. Like maybe this person didn't even think to create anything else. They're just focused on giving people places to stay. So
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, it's not like just like it's creation, but it's just like this idea of like providing for people. So yeah, like that. Yeah, like generous, selfless. Yeah.
selfless. I'm trying to think. I don't feel the need to spin that in any way. There are
I think
heroes
selfless-
that exist in this folk mythical place.
I think that's good.
And maybe they gave Sarah a cool hut.
And now you get a different one.
Yeah,
Right?
your word is switch.
Switch. Yeah, I might go for one from the discard pile. I was thinking music.
Okay, now switch is in the discard.
Lovely. I think siren songs.
Ooh.
When I think of music and water, but I also think of one of my favorite spells in D&D is calm emotions, which is literally everything that is aggressive just kind of takes a chill pill for a while. So that is my superpower that I have thought of. I'm just gonna define it as sing a song, take a chill pill.
Cool.
Hello, thank you as always for listening. I'm just jumping in here again to talk about a couple things before we move on with the episode. First, we'd like to extend our thanks towards Tyler Crumrine at Possible Worlds Games for designing this game, since we had such a blast playing it. You can find the game at possibleworldsgames.com alongside the rest of the games in the Possible Worlds RPG series, all of which are very affordable, accessible, and all worth taking a look at. Tyler is even launching a brand new game on Kickstarter on February 5th called The Details of Our Escape, which is actually an RPG that uses dominoes, which sounds really, really cool. So we're definitely going to be checking that out ourselves, and you definitely should too. We are also extremely excited to announce that we're going to be releasing an episode with Tyler as a guest later this month as part of our game discussion. We had such a great conversation with him, and we think it will be very valuable to players and writers alike, whether you're trying to learn more about the process developing games or just really like hearing about games. So be sure to stay up to date with the Single Unique Power episodes because they are uniquely fun. We are once again thankful to you all for continuing to listen and share the podcast, as well as rating it if you like it. We also appreciate all of the game suggestions you've sent and have added them to our list. please keep them coming by messaging us on social media or emailing them to readplaygamepod@gmail.com. I think that's it, so we can now jump back into the episode.
That is my turn, I
Awesome.
think.
Yeah.
Cool. Is it me?
Yes.
I rolled a 2.
All right, you get to add more to muscle.
And it's just muscle right now,
Yep.
right? Okay, undoing of muscle, tongue extension, and power. Okay, here's the thing. I'm just gonna say sticky surfaces. You know, like it can get stuck to things,
Get
and
your
then
tongue
that's
stuck.
bad.
Yeah.
Like
That's an elegant solution.
Like a
or
frozen
like
pole.
glue traps.
Have y'all ever stuck your tongue onto like a
Yes.
cold? Yeah, it's
Yes.
an inevitability.
You ever been to the Titanic Museum where you're supposed to see how long you can hold your hand on the block of ice?
Mm. Did you
No.
put your tongue on it?
No.
Oh,
Would you believe me if I said I did?
yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
at any age, at any time.
I think it's Tori's
100%.
turn.
My
Mhm.
turn. Okay, and I have currently the flower, and I think
Yeah.
that's all I have right now. Okay. We got a 1. Okay, so
Yay.
flower who can awaken other people's powers, though as a person is a bit grouchy and standoffish. Once, my brain said lost a child, but let me know if that's too sad.
I don't
Yes?
think that's too sad.
What were
I
you
like
thinking, E?
Yeah.
I know flower's like your baby.
I had a crazy idea.
Let's hear it.
Woke up amoeba.
Oh, okay. A little bit of a.
Little character tie. But that's up to you. I just have thought that popped into my head, and I went, "Oh
Yeah.
my gosh!"
Oh, and that could be why she's grouchy and standoffish. She's worried she'll give someone else like power or something that'll misuse it.
Yeah, like I don't know how somebody would feel about their power if they felt drawn to give somebody that.
Yeah, and then it was like,
Right?
"What?"
Huh?
Yeah.
Like this meteor
Who could ever
is
love
alien.
a beast?
Oh, I mean, if you wanted to be lost their child, what if that was their child?
Oh my
Oh my
gosh.
god.
Gave
Wow.
them their
Wow.
own kid.
That is
Damn.
crushing.
So should I change Amoeba's last name so Flower's last name isn't da Frawg?
I mean,
I'm kind of ignoring the defrog part.
What is
every idea is valid and valued.
now you don't believe that. You pulled a Michael.
Anyway,
I love that name as is. It's perfect.
50
we could have a
pounds.
different name. Okay. So, next turn, Michael.
I roll
I
3.
don't know. How
or
many
is
do
it
you
2?
have, dude? 100?
I don't know anymore.
4, so
it's
roll
3
dice.
I
Yeah,
have
'cause I need to
4.
give you
What
rubble.
the fuck?
Unless, wait, did you get rid of... You
Motherfucker.
got rid of...
No, Michael's got blood.
No, we got rid of protein.
Gamer and rebel.
Rubble, toil,
Okay,
and
so I got
trouble.
3. Okay, I got a... Thank God! I finally got a 4, but I got 2 1s.
Hey, Tori.
Okay, so expand 2 that you like, and then pass 1 to... No, pass 1 to a
No,
niche.
that's going to
I
a
got
niche.
the directions
Not-
confused.
I
Yeah,
get
take-
one?
Get those paws off of
Point
me,
those
Tori.
sausages at me.
Sausages at me. Yeah.
What is that?
Okay.
That is Shrek 2. That one is Shrek 2. The
Yeah.
fairy
is it
godmother.
Actually, Emma.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm gonna Anish. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give you back gamer.
Oh.
Oh wait, no, that was Tori's.
Feel free to grant me gamer.
I mean, it's so
Oh.
sweet that so many people are contributing to Gamer.
Yeah, I'll grant you gamer. Anish.
yeah.
I think we can both do gamer together. So, what do you think for the next once?
I think gamer once jumped off a boat into the ocean, and they quickly realize that they don't know how to swim.
Aw.
That's hilarious. I was also thinking something along the lines of like they did something and like realized like they're in over their head.
A lot of jumping for the gamer. Jumped off a volcano, jumped off a boat into the ocean.
Test the limits
So-
of my ability.
So got
No, I dig
they
that
got
idea a
humbled
lot.
very quickly.
It's like Jennifer Coolidge.
Yeah.
Oops.
Gamer would flourish back when touching the ceiling was a thing, like back
Oh
in
my
middle
yeah.
school.
god. Everybody loves.
Except they can't control it, so they jump straight into the ceiling and
They
like
hit their head.
yeah. They're like, yeah, watch this. Oh fuck.
That's exactly.
They immediately
Um,
knock themselves out.
yeah. I like that a lot.
All right, what else are you doing, Michael?
Okay, so
Blood
I
and
have
rubble.
I gave blood and rubble, boil and trouble. No one else did that joke.
Funny as hell.
Okay, let me add another once. Once blood stole food because he had nothing, destroyed shells. I'm trying to think. Something else. Found the meteor.
Okay. Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah.
Pretty fun.
Yeah, I think that's fun. Found the meteor.
We've got a main villain.
What is the difference between a meteor and a meteorite? Is that the
The
same?
Size?
meteorite's a small one.
I think it's like a piece.
Yeah, I was going to say it's a meteorite
I
smaller.
have a feeling it's
Yeah, I'll say
actually
found the
location.
meteor.
A meteorite is on Earth, like a rock that lands on Earth.
That's
That's a good point.
not a bad hypothesis.
I'll look it up.
I'm looking it up, yeah.
All right.
Okay, so blood found the meteor, and then finally
That is
rubble,
correct.
selfless, creates houses, needs materials, personality, selfless. Let's say rubble.
We
fuck,
could put
I-
that
God, I misspelled meteor. I spelled meter. Okay.
That's so
rubble,
embarrassing, Michael.
That's very embarrassing.
I couldn't imagine doing that.
I'm gonna say rubble builds houses, selfless. Maybe built back the village. Amoeba destroyed.
why not?
Oh, that's cute.
Damn, we're really building out Amoeba's awful goddamn backstory,
We need a villain.
fleshing it
Who's
out.
the
That's-
real villain?
I really
Yeah.
like
I
feel like
the narrative that could be crafted out of this world.
I feel like
I
amoeba was
know.
used by blood, maybe.
I don't know.
Or Kermit da Frawg. I don't know. But yeah, okay. So rubble built back the village. Amoeba destroyed. Blood found the meteor, and then gamer jumped off a boat into the ocean. Realized they can't swim. So now it is Anisha's turn.
All right, Renish, roll those two: music and gamer.
I'm trying to save my thoughts for when we discuss the game, but I've realized that one of the most difficult part of this game is trying to hold myself back from all the ideas that
Yeah.
keep popping up in my brain about the story that's unfolding. Regardless, I have rolled a 2. So
Did you
I
roll
have
2 dice?
gamer. I did not. Oh yeah, I should do that. I rolled a 2 and a 1. So I'll just be fleshing out both my guys.
Yep,
Good. Thank God.
Michael's.
I know, right? Gamer. I think gamer once tried to save somebody who was caught in the destruction of the amoeba attack, but was unsuccessful.
Hmm.
So there's some sort of spirit in them that wants to help people,
Absolutely.
but realizes that they have a very limited skill set.
If only they could have jumped half of their capability to save the person.
Gamer reminds me of like Jack from just like the Jack
Jack and
that's
Dexter?
in that's in all of the rhymes. Jack
Oh.
be nimble, Jack be quick, Jack jump over the
Oh.
candlestick.
Handsome
Jack
Jack.
tried to
What
save
is
someone
the-
from the amoeba attack.
No, what's the very good boy one where it's like
What a good boy am I?
they call him a
Oh.
decent boy or something. They're like, you're okay. And it's sad.
Euro-Rup.
It's like his mother calls him
Yeah.
like okay.
Now, question. Now that Gamer is fully fleshed out, does Gamer immediately go into the middle?
No, once can go
No.
on forever. You just keep adding onces till you roll a
Hey.
6.
Until you reach about 10, in which case.
Yeah, until 10. You're right. There's a limit.
And then our music superpower that we mentioned, whenever they sing a song, people chill out. I think it is extremely stressful on the throat so they need to
Ooh.
drink tea often. But yeah, stressful on the throat.
Sweet.
Needs tea.
I think one of with emotionally manipulating powers, I always love for there to be something there too, of like it's either you can resist it in some way, or like it's a spell, like I'm thinking in D&D terms, like a friendly creatures spell, you know.
Yeah. Stressful on the throat, and then consent. Love that.
So this would be somebody who, if you're stressed out and want to relax, you would seek them out,
Yes.
but maybe is not like in combat.
Or is like the person stopping crowds from panicking in combat. I could see that
Because
working.
crowds are looking for comfort and
Yeah.
guidance.
So not
Yeah,
like if someone's
Not
pissed at
necessarily
you
active willingness, but like, yeah, not like if someone's pissed at you.
and you can't calm them.
I don't know.
Because then they're
Well,
not.
it's one of those things where, like, again, this is, you reach into such gray areas. Like, I can imagine a villain who is in this vein as well. Like, it's not as sinister as like I can control all your
Yeah.
emotions, but if I'm angry at somebody because of something they did to me, I don't want them to sing at me.
Yeah.
And reduce my anger is valid at times, but I think painting this with undertones of like, I think the crowd example is like a great thing. It's almost like restoring your it's anti-anxiety,
Yeah.
an anti-anxiety song.
Okay. Sounds good. Moving on to Emma.
Woo. I just have one, right?
Yeah, muscle.
Muscle.
I got a 2. Muscle, tongue extension and power, glue traps are the undoing, which that's not literal, but glue traps as a concept.
Sticky.
Yeah. The personality of muscle, the personalities don't have to be totally unique, right? It's just the powers that have to be totally unique.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm gonna
Yeah.
say personality is eager. Kind of a branch between cocky and selfless, of like really wants to get out there, wants to help. Yeah, eager.
Okay, I'll
Cool.
roll. And I currently have flower, and that's it. I think so.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 1. So I will
Nice.
be adding a once to flower. Once flower. Won a beauty pageant.
Nice.
Excellent. Yeah, that's
That's fun.
that's excellent.
Something
kind of
random.
details. Yeah,
We'll
why
see
not?
if it shows up later or not. All right, on to Michael.
Okay,
Roll
I got
2.
a 3 and a 1 for blood. Blood wants, I don't know. Let's say blood took amoeba under their wing.
Oh,
Ah.
okay.
And then we're gonna say and then what was the next one? Rubble. And then Rubble wants fought. I have an idea. Caught. Rubble once caught blood stealing food.
Oh.
Oh.
Wow.
What?
The connection.
I think that's fun.
Full circle.
Cool. I need to roll those 2 dice.
I shall. 1, 2. 1 is a 1 and the other is a 4.
So pass 1 to Emma and
Emma.
elaborate on the other one.
Woo woo.
Emma, do you want to collaborate on a specific one? Music?
Gamer.
I'm good with either.
Then gamer, because then we'll
Keep
have one
passing
from everybody
gamer around.
on gamer.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Which is
all
kinda
passing
cool.
gamer around.
Oh, that would
yeah.
be cute.
Yeah. So, gamer.
I think that we've kind of put gamer through the ringer. I'd love for gamer to have done something truly heroic at some point. You know?
Yeah. I love that idea. Maybe they.
Going back to game, like we know that they tried to save someone and were unsuccessful. I feel like with this type of arrogant and cocky character, there's always some kind of interaction with a child that ends well. Like, save.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go home, buddy.
Maybe
I fly alone.
saved a kid from falling off like the second story of their balcony.
Yeah. And this is once again reminding me of Mario when you carry your younger sibling around through a difficult level.
And Puffy made a bubble. I don't know.
I like
Mama
the
pooping.
I like that they've got two different things that have to do with saving. So like they've both tried and failed for
Yeah.
saving. That's very
Yeah, totally good
Cool.
development. And then music. This will be the one while you take gamer, right?
Mhm.
Great. I'll develop music superpower is anti-anxiety songs. It's stressful on their throat, but they need people need to be willing to want the anti-anxiety stuff. I think they have an incredibly aggressive personality. I think they're very quick to anger.
Mm.
And so it's a fun contrast with like them trying to get other people to calm down.
Chill
This
out.
is Nizaki-kun.
Yes.
The siren.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
But I think they have a good heart. Like at the end of the day,
Mhm.
they do want to help people. They just get overwhelmed.
like it.
So aggressive with a good heart.
Okay, this also you bring this up makes me ask a question about undoing. Does the song affect the person?
No, it does not affect them.
Yeah,
It does
that's-
not.
Damn.
So their own song does not make them less aggressive. So their journey perhaps is learning how to control their own emotions.
Okay.
Roll
I
two
rolled
dice.
2. That's a 3 and a 6. So I
Okay.
end one. I have muscle and gamer. I do think we should end gamer. I think it's time.
It's time.
Slayer.
Gamer has 1, 2, 3,
Gamer.
4, 5, 6, 7
Open your eyes.
lines. And gamer's name is gonna be Louis. Louis Giles, aka Louis G.
That's fun.
Luigi.
And then I'm adding to muscle, tongue extension and power, glue traps, eager. Once created a tightrope walk to allow civilians to move to safety.
Wow. Ouch.
And in doing so was injured because their tongue was stuck somewhere, but was able to do that.
Okay. I am going to shake it up on behalf of Flower, who can awaken others' powers. And that
Flower
would be
power.
a 2. So Flower once had a child who they gave the amoeba power to. Flower once won a beauty pageant, and Flower once, I'm gonna say Flower once tried to create I'm even gonna say a jewelry business,
Oh,
like trying
Aw.
to
Yeah.
do shells.
Yeah, because they're a collector.
Mhm.
Sell
So maybe
seashells
that's
down by
why
the
they
seashore.
have yes, literally. And I'm gonna say the business failed. So when they got this awaken other people's powers, that kind of was like a door was shut but a window opened. All right, I pass it to Michael.
All right, I do too. Let's roll these puppies. 1 and a 4. I'm finally passing things on. I'm gonna pass on. I'm gonna pass Rubble back to a niche. So Rubble creates houses, shell themed, needs materials, shell, selfish, selfless.
Selfless, not
built-
shellfish.
Yeah, I know. Built back the village amoeba destroyed, caught blood stealing food. What do you think?
I think they grew up in like a really big kingdom. Like maybe they're a prince.
That sounds. That sounds good to me. Like, kind of like a noble. Yeah,
which one is a noble?
Rubble.
Rad.
rebel.
I think What's a way to phrase that? I don't
Was
need to get too
once
cut and
was royalty.
Or like Prince of a Kingdom.
once was Prince of a Kingdom, which implies maybe something happened. Once
Or they
was
stepped down, yeah.
Prince of a Kingdom, but step down. I like that. What do you think, Michael?
I think that's good. Yeah, step down. Noble. It seems noble.
Heck yeah.
Cool. And then blood. We're going to add another.
You're sick of this guy.
I know. Ugh.
Blood.
Blood.
Let me see.
Blood.
Okay. Destroyed shells. Stole food because he had nothing. Found the meteor. Took amoeba under their wing. Oh, I have an idea. Whittled small animals for their younger siblings.
That's fun.
Oh my God.
There we go.
Oh, that's all I needed.
Yeah, that's what we need.
You need a little bit of empathy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Gosh, that's so effective.
What is whittled?
Like carved.
Like wood.
Carving wood.
Oh, I see. Okay. Whittled
It's
small
not like
animal
uwu
figurines
whittles.
yeah, engraved. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anish, roll those.
Oh, awesome.
To
I have. Who do I have?
music and rubble.
Oh, music and
Yep,
rubble.
We got to
Lovely.
rubble back.
Up. I have rolled a 4 and a 2.
Who you
So
giving?
Emma, who do you want? Let's see. I'll give you music.
Okay.
Let's collaborate on it. The music person sings anti-anxiety songs. It's stressful on their throat, but they're very aggressive.
Since it's stressful on the throat, we could have something where they figure that out and they got what's it called when you can't talk
Oh.
because your throat is so sore.
Bronchitis.
Bronchitis is when you have stuff in your lungs. The sore
Oh,
throat-
like what the guy had in Godfather. What did the
Like what
singer-
Ariel had when Ursula put her voice in a
mute?
shell.
No, there's a word for just you have a bad
Like
sore
a
throat and
temporary,
you can't talk.
yeah.
Horse.
Laryngitis.
Laryngitis. It's laryngitis.
Okay.
You got it. Don't worry. I don't know. Is that compelling to you?
Yeah, I think that's good.
Oh, I'm asking Anish.
Michael said, I
Michael?
get to decide.
Michael,
I mean, you basically own all these cards
also,
anyway.
Right. Michael's not used to.
Michael, I also agree with you. It's very good.
Sorry, I was looking at the Godfather wiki.
It's funny how I feel like this is the first time since maybe our goblin game where we've had real PvP, real
No,
characters.
genuinely, what's interesting about the game is that you have to collaborate with somebody, or
Even if you hate them.
it's restrictive in that way, which is interesting. So,
Yeah.
Emma, I think, let's write down first time they had laryngitis. Let's
Larry.
do we want to say what they were singing for? Because I
Ooh,
feel like
that's a great.
because maybe they pick up the shell and they're like this like random hermit crab spirit walks out and they're like, okay, what do I do now? Maybe it
Yeah.
was at a concert.
That's fun. Yeah. First, I got laryngitis at a concert.
Yeah,
That's great.
at a chorus concert.
Okay.
Beluga Veruga.
So true.
All right.
Beluga Sevrura, come winds of the Caspian Sea. You know it.
And
I didn't see the full thing.
How about
who else do I have? I have Rubble,
Rubble.
right?
Mm.
Great. God, I loved yours, Michael. I'm trying to see if I can make something as cool as that.
I just remember because in Yu Yu Hakusho, like one of the main villains is like this huge guy, but then there's this really like humanizing moment where he's like, where they're like, oh, you want a beer? Like you look like a beer guy, and he's like, no, I'll have orange juice, and then he like sips it really daintily, and then he goes and like punches everybody in the face. Like, those little things.
I think Rubble. This is the tough situation because, like, am I supposed to?
You could play against type.
I
And-
was thinking
yeah.
exactly that. I'm trying to think.
You know,
right
could
now.
be he
Maybe
like stole
he
something.
stole something.
himself.
That's
yeah.
exactly what I'm thinking. I just don't know what it'd be.
Was it as a child?
No, I
Or
think it's
as
when
an
he
Like
adult?
grew up.
what made him step down as prince?
Stole
Scandal.
his first piece of food after a month of living on their own.
Ah, that's a good idea.
After
I like it.
stepping down, was driven to it. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. I have muscle and music.
Now you
Correct.
have gamer too. Roll 3.
I ended gamer.
Oh, you did. Ended the gamer. Muscle music. Yeah, roll 2.
Okay. That's 1 and 3. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Okay. Muscle, tongue extensions, created a tight rope. I think once was laughed out of a town. I think it's such a weird power to have.
Mm-hmm.
That even though it's helpful, is a little off-putting. And then for music, aggressive with a good heart. First time they had laryngitis at a chorus concert. I think I'm gonna do for music. Once tried to soothe someone and it didn't work. Like they didn't want. Like they tried to soothe someone who was mad at them and it didn't work.
Yeah. I love that.
Love me. Okay, so now I have flour.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see a 6. Send her on her
Flowey.
way. That is a 3. So flour once believed in a higher power.
Oh,
That's fun.
once believed in a higher power.
If there's a god, it's fucking me. And I pass it.
Michael, roll 1.
Cool. Okay. Okay, let me roll 1d6. A 2. Okay, so blood once whittled small animal figures for the younger siblings, took them under their wing. I'm gonna say listens to heavy. Well, no, we don't have that kind of music. Has saves little crustaceans. Saves little crustaceans, like little creatures.
Cute.
Cool.
Anish, roll 1.
Rolled a 5.
Pass it to Michael.
Cool.
Oh, sick.
This is no, this
Rubble.
is rubble.
Back to
Michael.
me, I guess.
What are we thinking?
Okay. Rubble once stole first piece of food after a month living on their own. I'm thinking, oh man, I'm thinking like, my thinking is, I have an idea. Was like, have you seen Arcane?
Yes.
What if Rubble and Blood are like siblings, like in Arcane with Jinx and what's her name?
Oh, Vi?
Is Rubble not a
Vi.
is Rubble not a noble?
Yeah.
And the other one came from
I mean, they don't have to be siblings, but like friends.
So when they were kids, like maybe the Rubble would escape the confines of their, kingdom and meet up with this person to play.
That's what I'm thinking.
Gotcha. Yeah, let's do it.
Cool.
Does Anish get it?
And then Anish gets a new one, yeah.
And Anish, that is
Is this our last?
feet. No.
Okay.
We have one more afterwards.
Feet. I think this is super speed.
Awesome.
Send it.
Easy enough.
Awesome. Go ahead, Emma.
Am I rolling 1 or 2 at this point? I can't remember how many I have.
You got
have two.
music and
Music and
muscle.
muscle.
Eminem.
6 and 3.
Venom.
Was left out of a town. I think I'm gonna end music. I feel like that's a good full person. And I think Why is my brain just yelling Brie Larson at me? That is a real person. But I might name this person Brie. What's that band called?
Clash at Demon Head.
No. The one that
Yeah.
wrote the song in real life.
Metric.
Then what am I thinking? What's the band that they
Plumtree.
Brie Plumtree.
Okay.
Black Sheep. Wait, wasn't it Black Sheep?
Plumtree's the
Hello
band that wrote Scott
again.
Pilgrim.
Black Sheep is the name of the song.
Yeah.
Black Sheep is the name of
Plumtree
the
is
song.
a related band. So music's name Brie Plumtree. I'm adding a once to muscle.
How many does she have?
5.
5. Muscle. Created a tight ribs. I think that muscle discovered their power late in life. Not super late, but like discovered their power when they were 40.
Cool.
You know, like not a young person, you know, like a full adult.
Love that.
All right. Go ahead, Tori.
So we've got a 2. So it's another once for Flower. Once Flower made a joke about a friend, but they cried and left the room.
Oh,
boy.
Ooh.
The story I'm building for Flower now is obviously very beautiful. Maybe once was quite catty. And that's maybe changed when they touched the shell and now have the ability to give other people, hopefully, gifts, as we've seen, not always a gift, but yeah.
All right. Michael, go ahead and roll.
My turn.
2.
I rolled 4 and a 5, giving them away.
1 to Tori, 1 to
think.
Anish.
I'm gonna say, Tori, I'm gonna give you. I feel like, damn. Which one do you want?
It's between what? Rubble and...
Blood and rubble.
Give me blood.
my blood.
Blood! Gallons of the stuff!
Okay. Okay, Tori, you get blood.
Okay. I'm going to say blood once knew the love of their life.
Oh,
Or once felt, pure unadulterated love.
I love that.
Romantic love.
And
I like had once had, or like had a true love, I think is, yeah.
Right?
This is
Okay,
like
the next one.
Scrooge.
And then Michael, you give rubble to Anish.
Except instead of diving into the coins, it's just diving into the water.
You've just been passing rubble back and forth between the two of you.
All right, your turn, Anish. Rubble wants what?
Rubble Wilson.
I think Rubble sometimes resents their power.
Ooh,
I don't know how to phrase that.
once resented their power.
Yeah, resented.
Could it even be like once tried to expel their power?
Tried to get rid of it.
Yeah, try to get rid of their power. Do you like that, Anish?
I wonder if there's a way to rephrase that because that's not a. Rubble spent time as
Rejected.
once Rubble spent time as a kid in the library looking up how to get rid of powers.
Once researched
Yeah.
power removal or something.
Like rejected power, tried to,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, if you want to type it out. Or
All right, Anish, roll a die.
wait, what do I not get? Do I do another one, or
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
you get the last one. Yep.
what is the last
The last one is Michael?
That's
What?
the
Is
power.
that the word?
I'm just kidding. Michael did submit Michael as one of them as a joke, but Duck, that's the last one.
one? I did not submit
You,
Michael.
you,
as a
you wrote it
joke.
as a joke, yeah.
I did.
I did not.
You could check our text. I will send a screenshot.
Oh, I did. I guessed it myself. That one was a joke. Okay, Duck. I'm gonna say. Oh man, we already have like a kind of voice thing. I'm gonna say Duck. Can incredibly flexible.
Mm.
Or like can like elastic body.
Go.
All right, Anish, roll a die.
Am I rolling 2 for rubble, including feet, or just one?
Is feet what you got last time?
Super
Yeah.
speed.
I got
yeah.
feet, and then I just got rubble back. So feet.
Yep.
Okay, undoing. I got to roll the 2.
Do you
So
roll both?
I don't know if I should. or
You
not.
were.
No, you roll 2 dice.
Ooh, let me roll an extra. 6.
Okay. So you complete one and then add one to another.
I'll complete rubble because I feel like definitely, I think they're pretty fleshed out. The
Yeah.
prince
Mm-hmm.
who. Oh wait, should I give them a name?
Yes.
I've been using prince, so I think in my brain, sort of he, him. Let's see. Why is this the hardest part of the game?
Adam Smasher.
Aiden the Noble,
Oh, I like that.
which
many
is
lines
1,
does he
2,
have?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Dang.
10.
You say 10?
Nice.
No, I counted wrong.
Okay.
Cool.
All right, moving on. Oh, wait, no. Sorry. You still have...
I have my undoing super speed. I think. Oh God, if a Nautilus gave me super speed and followed me around, what would be my undoing? You need lots of electrolytes, so he's always thirsty, or they're always thirsty. Is that similar to somebody's else?
You did say that music needed, or I guess Bree needed to drink tea a lot.
And another
I
one
just
had
like
eating, but
liquids.
it is different.
Another
like
one
liquid.
needed salt water to work.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
that's
just
true.
doing the same thing.
Well, the salt water wasn't. Oh yeah, I guess it could be drinking.
Let me think. Undoing. What stops speed?
I've heard of some people considering friction. If
Sugar.
you want to think about that,
Friction.
Friction.
like it could heat them up or
Rab.
something. Like
Oh yeah.
They bonk.
They get too hot if they use it too much. I love that. Perfect. Lovely. Any
roll
thoughts
2.
about that?
Oh, wait.
I think that's
I think
good.
it's just one.
Oh, did you get rid of one?
Yeah,
Music and muscle?
music.
Oh,
Yeah,
3
it's just
plum trees.
muscle now.
Yeah, you're right.
Bow, 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 bow. That's a 3. Discover their power in their 40s. Muscle, who has tongue extension and power, very eager, and heroic personality, despite a silly, kind of a silly power, left their wife.
Ooh.
Once left their wife. I imagine after getting their power.
Mm-hmm.
In their 40s.
In their 40s. Kind of a midlife crisis,
Midlife crisis, yeah.
situation.
All
I
right.
love that.
Go ahead, Tori. Flower and blood. 2
Flower
dice.
and blood. We have a 6 and a 3. Okay, I am going to go ahead and send off blood with the name Drip Isocane, otherwise
Whoa.
known
Tori's
as
been waiting to name
Yes.
someone.
Wow.
correct.
Tori's been
Otherwise,
watching us fumble around. Like, come in there.
otherwise known as the Storm, and that is 1,
Ooh.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Is that true? 10? Somebody count. Check my
Yes,
math.
I counted 10.
And then
Wow, our most
more
fleshed out characters so
backstory
far.
on Flower is Flower once
Flower and blood.
nursed a beast of burden, let's say a horse, nursed a lame horse back to health with their own like food rations or something. Like it was an animal that people wanted to put down. It's no longer of use to the village, the agriculture, whatever. And Flower instead nursed this horse back to health. And I'll give the horse a name, Daffodil.
Aw.
All right, off to Michael.
Roll 1, Michael, for duck.
I rolled a 1.
All right.
So I did roll a
They're
1.
undoing.
Huh.
Undoing. Well, I was gonna say too hot. I was gonna say the opposite. Like it could be because I know for a lot of like like what's his name, Plastic Man. Like if he gets like frozen, he like shatters. So it could be cold. Cold
Yeah.
temperatures.
Yeah, it's
So
fun.
simple.
All right. Anish.
I have feet in real life and in the game. 2, so I'm gonna flesh this person out even more. Super speed, they get too hot if they use it too much. I think this person is exceptionally self-conscious.
Oh,
And sort of imposter syndrome or inferiority complex, maybe.
yeah, that's good.
Sweet.
I'm rolling for muscle. That's a 3. This I'm gonna throw. Yep, I'm gonna throw this out, and it doesn't. This is I am accepting feedback on this. Once was married to Flower.
Whoa.
Who is this?
I think.
This is
Muscle.
Muscle with the tongue.
With
The
the
wife the wife that they left was Flower. What do we think?
Means that
think that's
their
fine. Let's do
child
it.
was Amoeba,
Yeah.
no?
So once
Okay.
was
Yeah.
married.
Yeah,
God,
let's do it.
lots of
And-
complicated feelings.
And maybe Flower didn't give a shell until pretty late, and there was a little resentment there because they were excited to be
Uh-huh.
helpful in a way, and then they got their magic tongue.
All right. Tori, roll 1.
Me again.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 4, which means I send it to Michael.
Yep.
All right. Which one
Flower.
is it? Flower. Oh,
So you've got 2 now. Oh no, we got a once. Sorry, my bad.
nursed a lame horse back to Daffodil back to health with their own rations. Tried to create a jewelry business but failed. Gave Amoeba their power. What about oh, I have an idea. Tried to make like when you were talking about trying to create a jewelry business but it failed. Tried to make something for the king, but the king rejected it. Like maybe that's why it failed. Like the king, I don't know.
Yeah, rejected by the king. I mean, humiliated, scoffed at. No, what do we think?
Yeah,
That's fair.
I think humiliated by the king. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Now, Michael, you roll 2.
Oh, and then okay. I got a 1 and a 1.
Add more to Duck and Flower.
So, duck personality, cold temperatures, elastic body. Surprisingly, personality is rigid.
Ooh.
Ah,
Fun.
inflexible.
And then flower, we're gonna say another once for flower is gave everything she had away to the higher power she believed in.
Okay. Anish, roll 1.
A 2. Let's flesh out our super speed. Once as a kid ran away from home.
Ooh.
Am I allowed to add more details?
If you like.
They ran away from their mother's home, and their mother is Sarah the Hermit.
Didn't want to be a hermit.
Okay. Emma, roll 1.
Woo woo woo. That's a
6.
6.
We're done with muscle.
Muscle, who was married to the flower. Laughed out of town.
You don't have to
Going-
follow this naming convention, but we do know that Flower's child is Kermit da Frawg.
Interesting.
Da Frawg.
Piggy.
No.
I also think I have no cards.
Yeah, so you won't roll next turn.
Whoa.
Muscle's name is Lila, and I'll go ahead and do Frog as the last name. Lila Frog.
Hell yeah! And then how many is that? Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis, siete, ocho, 8.
Ocho.
Okay. So Tori, you do not roll. but
You could get a card passed to you.
yeah. Michael.
Okay.
Roll 1.
I rolled 2. Fuck. Well, I rolled 2 4s.
All right, give one to Anish.
We got duck, and we got flower and duck. So let's start with flower. Flower gave everything she had away. I don't know how to continue with flower. We also got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is 9 onces. So this is
Potentially the most fleshed out.
yeah. What do we think for flower? Gave everything away she had. Tried to create her jewelry business. Humiliated by the king. Amoeba their power. I feel like, if we're talking about Muscle was married to Flower, maybe Flower is the one, or maybe Flower is the one who left Muscle.
Well,
Wait, but we already
No, we
established
know
that
that
Muscle
Muscle
left
left,
Flower.
left her wife.
Oh, Muscle left Flower. Okay.
Lila left.
Oh, left
Flower.
wife after getting the power. Okay, yeah, Lila left Flower. So Muscle, maybe that's why Flower got into the higher power after, I don't know, end of the marriage.
Well, this is you passing it to Anish, right? So both of you have.
That's why I'm throwing these out for
Oh,
you, Anish.
me.
Yeah, that's why I've been waiting for.
Tori.
I've been
my-
waiting for you to say something.
I'm so dumb. I was like,
You're like, yes.
yes.
Michael's like, give me anything here, bud.
That's why I'm like,
Okay,
is
yeah,
any
yeah,
of
yeah.
this
Say
good? You just
something.
hate-
Do you like it? Yes.
I
Wait, you like it?
My
Yes.
brain is-
Oh, you want to give me a promotion? Yes.
my brain
Like-
is completely fried, Michael. So you have to say that again.
Okay, so I said maybe the reason why Flower got into the higher power, religion, was because of after the end of the relationship.
The marriage.
Yeah, I like that. Let's do that.
Cool. And then we go to
Duck, which you're also
Duck.
collaborating on.
Yep. So what do you think?
Um,
Elastic body, cold temperatures, rigid. Once did what? Twisted into a pretzel and got stuck.
Whoa!
yes,
Okay.
Go, Michael.
100%. You kind of nailed it, that one. Oh my god.
All right, Anish, roll 3.
Okay. Your turn.
3?
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
got
You have
3
the
now.
rest of them.
You have all.
You
of
got the
them.
last.
I have a 2. I have a 2, a 6, and a 1. So we're ending somebody.
We're closing one out. Which one close the flower?
You could close Flower at the same time as someone else because she's
Yeah,
got 9,
yeah.
or they've got 9. So if you want to get rid of 2 right now, that'd probably be a good idea.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
do that. I'm gonna get rid of. I'm gonna get rid of Duck.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah.
Duck
Duck.
is a-
Duck.
That's so incredibly simple. They were given this elastic body, and now they're just stuck in a pretzel.
Yeah. I
still
like.
stuck
Yeah.
Because they live in the Arctic.
Yeah.
Somebody please help them. So Duck, their name will be Cynthia.
Crumrine.
I was why did I my brain
Whoa.
also?
Do it.
I think Duck's name Cynthia Weathersby.
I like
And
that.
can I ask what elasticity and ducks? How do those overlap?
Ducking.
Like- Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was thinking like ducking.
Got
yeah.
you. Got you.
It
Yeah,
also doesn't
Emma's-
have to be
Emma and I-
that explicit.
Emma and I are on the same wavelength.
Listen, when you said elasticity, I was like Matrix immediately.
That's exactly
Oh.
what. That's exactly where my mind went.
All right, and what's Flower's last trait? Once.
This girl's been
Um,
through the ringer.
She hasn't cried
Mm.
Oh,
since
Damn, poor Flower.
she turned amoeba.
Fuck.
That's good,
So
I'm
now
very
does
curious
Anish get
if
to
the
add a
divorce
name?
happened before or after.
right? I think it happened before.
All
That's just me.
right, yeah. Anish named Flower our most fleshed out character. No
Oh.
pressure.
Miranda Morrow.
She kept her name.
That's fun.
Yeah, she kept her name.
Dang.
And
how
then-
many is that?
Wait, did we really name the tongue one the frog?
I just no.
Yeah.
The duh is
4,
actually
5,
the middle
6, 7,
name
8,
because
9,
it's
10,
just
11,
frog.
12, 13. 13. Dang.
Wow, 13.
Now
And
it's
then
just feet.
Now,
now it's just our
feet.
super speeder.
Which you still have, right?
Yeah, do I just
Yep.
keep rolling until I
Roll
get a 6
again.
or something?
Yep.
I
Wait,
have to
wait,
flesh
wait.
out.
But
As a
He's
kid,
gotta flesh out.
ran away from Sarah. I'm gonna add once was given their shell by Drip, our
Ooh.
blood villain.
Oh.
Interesting.
This could be a villain minion.
Yeah, get him, boss.
I'll roll again. I rolled a 3. Let's think. Was given their shell by Drip. I think they had to be homeschooled. Because they were bullied.
Oh,
Let's roll another dice.
blood was the first one who showed them comfort. I don't know.
Exactly. Once overheard Sarah talking with let's see, Miranda Moreau, and it was revealed that Duck was adopted.
Oh, fuck. Oh, Duck.
Cynthia. Wait.
And we don't know Cynthia's parents. Cynthia the elastic duck.
The
Oh,
elastic duck.
no,
Just-
sorry. Why did I say duck? I meant feet.
Oh.
Oh, okay. So
I'm not.
they
in a
learned
frozen part of the
themselves was
world.
adopted.
Yeah,
Adopted by the hermit woman.
Got you,
Yeah.
got you.
I don't know why I said duck. Another dice.
Rubber duck.
A
Oh, sorry.
five.
A
Oh,
five.
I should have said
rubber
that.
duck. That's smart.
Yeah, no,
You and
I
Michael.
didn't even think about that, but that would have been so much fun. Okay, a 5. Feet.
Michael.
Overheard Sarah talking with Miranda. Feet was adopted. I had a good idea, but then I immediately forgot about it.
That's just the way.
Once, kid ran away.
Do they have any friends?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of that. Like,
Do they have a friend who's twisted into a pretzel potentially?
Oh, maybe it could be like
Unstuck.
their friend.
Unstuck Cynthia.
Because they can get hot if they go fast. They
Oh.
thought
Yeah.
God! Wait, they're the best of friends.
I don't know. Heat speed.
Yes, they're
if
heat
they're
speed.
heat
Yeah.
speed.
I don't know how else. Okay, cool. So I guess now I roll
Yes.
1d6. I rolled a 4.
Give it to me.
Wait, this
Okay.
is
So
cute.
funny.
Okay. So I rolled a 4. What are we thinking, Anish? Unstuck duck. Such a funny.
What if once tried to confess their feelings to Cynthia,
Try
but
to
got too scared?
Aw, they're in
Ah.
love. Ah,
They like each other.
no. Super speed and elastic body. I've got super speed and an elastic body.
I like it.
Anish, roll that die.
All right, I will.
Dun, dun, dun.
I love these characters so much. 3.
Feet might be our most fleshed out character.
Listen,
Hey,
the
listen.
character ties, incredible.
You aren't ready for the factions.
Once I think tried to start a crowdfunding campaign to help the village that got destroyed.
I like that. Or like try to raise charity, I guess. More. Roll that die.
That's 10 to
Again.
do, isn't it?
Really?
No,
Did I count
No.
wrong?
it's 10
Not
total.
10 once.
10
7, 8.
total versus
Yeah.
10,
10 total
onces.
onces.
Gotcha.
Oh, it's 10 total. I did not know that.
No, it's
No,
10,
it's 10
onces.
onces.
We're currently
Okay.
at 10 total.
Well,
Roll that die.
I got a 4. So I think
Emma.
that goes
Me.
to
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 Emma.
you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We've kind of got these kind of age ranges, right? Cynthia and Feet are in the same kind of
Yeah.
age range. I'm gonna put Bree Plumtree in there too, because we don't know anything else about Bree Plumtree, right?
Yeah.
How do we feel about Feet, Saw, Cynthia, and Bree kissing?
Oh shit!
We're getting into drama now.
Devastating. Once Saw, who knows what it means? Who knows? It could have been
Who
a spin the
knows?
bottle.
We're just adding drama. I
Yeah, this is
love
fun.
this little trio we've created. It's like the teenagers we follow in this
Yes.
superhero story.
Okay, now I roll, right?
Yeah.
I've been rolling sixes. That's a
It's a
5.
5. Back to,
Back to you,
Anish.
Anish.
I think
This is. I feel like we're playing keep away from Tori right now. It's just bouncing back.
This
and
whole
forth.
game.
I think
This is 9.
Okay.
So the next turn is the end
Yes. Of this.
Part.
part. Yeah.
I think Feet calmed Breed down during their first panic attack.
First
Aw.
realistic depiction of a panic attack in RPG podcast.
I'm like, I have bad news for you, Tori. That's definitely in every RPG podcast. At least.
What is?
At least in Fantasy High. I guess that's not a podcast.
Oh yeah,
And-
yeah. I know what you're talking about. The one with the
And
like.
then I roll
crystal ball.
again. This is the final one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I rolled a 1.
What's
Let's
the
see.
last trait?
I do wonder where they lived when they ran away.
It looks like they were running away from Sarah the Hermit's home, and
Yeah.
that they are adopted by Sarah. Oh, you mean where they ran to?
Yeah, where they ran to.
I think
we
they
know
keep
that.
visiting Drip in secret.
Ooh, that's
Yes.
good.
Okay. All right. That's 13. What's the name?
Oh,
My
let's
name
Cynthia,
Tori, how many did
Bree,
you get to name?
1.
1. But Drip was pretty significant.
Cynthia, Bree, and
Just tell them your name, son.
Lila.
Wait, there's already a lot.
We already
I
have
like
a
it.
Lila.
Really?
Yeah, Lila.
Yeah.
Lila
Oh my-
Frawg,
Lila Frog. Oh my god.
the tongue one.
I'm
I
so
think so, too.
dumb.
Such a good idea. Someone
there could
already
be
had
two.
it.
Wait, Lila the frog has a stick out tongue.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Frog. Like
Yeah.
a
Look at
frog. I didn't
that.
get that.
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
get that until later.
I don't think I did either.
Feet. Maybe Forest.
I like it.
That's just Forest is Forest. That's their name.
Like Gump?
Just with super speed.
Yes.
Like Forrest Gump?
like Forrest Gump.
So go through your character cards and divide them into 2 groups, which I've done. Characters with an odd number of lines filled in and characters with an even number of lines filled in. These are now the 2 factions. They are opposing factions. And this doesn't have to necessarily equate to religion, to like alliances and stuff. Like it doesn't have to be that rigid, but there is some sort of faction that exists that these entities exist in. As a group, review which characters wind up in the odd faction and which are a part of the even. Which characters are allied with each other and which are opposed? What trends can you identify within a faction? Do they have similar powers, pasts, or personalities? What differences can you identify between the factions? Are there discrepancies in character traits, faction size, and the total number of filled? We then have to answer these questions as a group. What unifies the odd faction? What unifies the even faction? Why are these 2 factions in conflict? And what are the 2 factions' names? So here are the factions. Odd is Sarah with...
Can you give the power with...
Yeah,
descriptions?
Sarah with the appearance power.
And would you, use the little
Like the octopus.
Blending in
Yes,
like an
thank you.
octopus. Mama Poutine, who
levitates things.
the objects. Bess, who is protein regeneration. Louis, who is the gamer, can jump. Bree, who is music, calming. Aiden, who is the prince. I can't remember what the power is.
shell building.
Shell building, yeah.
Shell building.
Fortnite.
Flower, who is the I just wrote the
that's
name
not
Flower,
Ernie.
which it was the
Miranda Moreau.
with the Awaken Other Powers one, and then the one we just did, Forest, with the super speed. That's the odd faction. And then the even faction is Kermit, which is the amoeba one, with the unrestrained growth. There is Drip
Okay.
with
this is great.
the underwater thing, Lila, which with the tongue,
The tongue.
and Cynthia who is the elastic one.
This is great. I feel like Lila with the tongue. Okay, so Drip and Amoeba make sense together. We've already built things that they
Where's
are together.
Forrest?
Oh yeah, is Forrest in there?
Yeah, Forrest is in the first faction, the odd faction, the bigger
Interesting.
one.
Oh, and
It
Forrest
is-
is secretly
Forrest
going
is
and
a
meeting
red.
the.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. So Forrest could be like a
Like
be
a spy?
a spy. It's also Forrest introduced Cynthia to Drip, right? Would that make sense?
Ah,
Because Forrest and Cynthia are friends.
So Forrest is a double agent.
Yeah.
trying to save Cynthia from this life of crime.
Mm.
So here we can go through the questions. What unifies the odd faction, the left faction, with the more people? What unifies the even faction? Why are these two in conflict, and what are their names?
I like so with Lila is well intending but has been destructive, you know? As in left her wife when they got their power, you know? But is well meaning, and I feel like Drip is definitely like using other supers for their own ends. Do we get that type of vibe?
Yes, because Drip is unsatisfied with the power that he got.
Yeah. So
yeah,
I think
I agree with that.
yeah, some form of like naivete or like lack of self-awareness allows Drip to manipulate people. Like
And
Lila.
all of the ones in the evens have some kind of body modification. We've got Cynthia, who's elastic. Drip can breathe underwater. Kermit has the expansion amoeba power, and then Lila has a
The
twisty,
tongue.
muscular tongue.
Yeah.
So are what unifies the two that one of them wants to keep wants to limit powers, and the other one wants to.
I don't know about limit.
Yeah,
powers.
Well,
because
he's hoarding
Miranda
all the-
Moreau is awaken powers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Drip wants to keep them, and Miranda wants to.
Yeah, that's good. Or I think control versus sharing.
Yeah, I think control versus sharing is good.
Because
I like that.
Drip has destroyed shells before.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Kermit, the amoeba, has destroyed a village before. Lila has destroyed a marriage.
So true.
And Cynthia Elastic.
Cynthia, I think, is just being manipulated and taken on the ride.
Yes.
TBH.
They're
Yeah, I like
young.
that idea of
We don't know.
naivete, just
Yeah.
destruction, aggression versus calm and like perseverance type thing. Because it could also be something like a reaction to hardship. You know how some people lash out while others like buckle down, and you know.
Yeah, I feel like we've got a pretty good idea of what unifies them, and even why they're in conflict.
Yeah.
So do we want to name them?
The groups.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Odd, it's something like abundance,
Ooh.
cornucopia mindset. There is plenty. Cup runneth over. Everyone can have powers.
The House of Plenty.
If everyone's super, no one will be.
A round table, if you will.
And the evens more like this is not fair distribution. Some people have more than others.
What if we called even like correction of some sort? Like they think they're fixing.
Yes, evening the
world.
equation. Yes.
Yeah.
Redistribution.
What about like
The correction crew.
overseers.
The correction revolution. The
I like revolution, rectify, reformation.
I like that. I'm liking that.
What if we called
Um,
it this is a capitalism thing, but it's what if we called it the invisible hand?
Cool.
Like the invisible
it.
hand that
Yeah, I dig it.
guides.
And they're a
I like
smaller
Invisible Hand.
faction, so they do have to kind of move in silence because they don't have the numbers.
Yeah.
They have to kind of, like persuading Forrest, the super speed.
Are you saying the evil one is?
I thought so. Or are you saying the odd one is?
I was saying the even one.
Yeah.
I agree. Okay.
But that's not
Yeah,
super
I agree with
speed.
that.
right?
Yeah, it is.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
no,
Like
it's
they're
not.
invisible, and we know
Yeah,
that super speed
versus
does
the-
both, so they're having to do
yeah.
kind of stealthy as opposed to because they don't have the numbers. So we've got the invisible hand, constituted of Cynthia with elastic powers, Drip who can breathe underwater, Kermit the amoeba, and Lila with the muscular tongue. And now we need something for our other groups. Anish, you got any
It
ideas?
seems like a surprisingly, we got how many like motherly figures on this list?
Oh yeah.
Like Mother of Pearl comes to mind
Ooh, with the shells.
with the shells.
Mothers of, or
Yeah,
mother of pearls. Mothers of pearls. I don't know.
I like
Mothers of
Pearl.
Pearls.
Mothers of Pearl. I like that a lot.
I think
I
our
personally
hermit-
prefer the singular pearl, but the plural mothers, but open.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mothers of
I
Pearl.
agree.
I agree.
Mothers of Pearl.
This is just a detail. I like that Kermit and Lila are on the same team because that like Kermit was turned had got this bad power from Miranda and so might resent her and turn to the parent that left her.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
yes.
I think that's fun.
And I think that would make sense as to why Lila, because Lila, I think, is not smart. And does not intend to cause harm, but I think could easily follow like the wronged child, and to the like, well, we need to do something about this, you know?
Hurt people,
Awesome.
hurt people.
Well, it looks like we have an excellent cast of characters in a fun little world. So with that, our game is complete.
Wow.
And we'll talk about what this world later in our game episodes. So please join us for that. We will see you on a different side of the table.